Hello everyone, and welcome to Realm of Shade's Dragonfall Remnants, a D&D 5e campaign set in a version of the Forgotten Realms where the heroes failed in the tyranny of dragons, Tiamat returned to the material plane, and the Sword Coasts in the north have become irreversibly shaken. This is sort of a alternative follow-up to a currently unfinished but non-streamed campaign run by Silver over there. No context is required though. Everything that needs to be explained shall be. Before we get into anything, we do not have Zombi. He may show up, but work be due, like...
Executive decisions against his body.
Yeah.
He made the executive decision to rest.
Yep.
A good decision.
Anyway, before we get into the recap of... this is, I should mention, a campaign that we were running off-stream for a chapter of it, then realizing that Divided probably need a little bit more time due to it being a just completely new setting.
Yeah.
I decided to bring this to the forefront of this of our little show here. So the players have played their characters, which they will describe in a moment. Previously, so they should at least be a little bit familiar with each other. Anyway, beginning with our little introductions here. I keep saying little. Anyway,
We're just little guys.
I don't know if it's going to be little here.
Little guys. Snapjaw, not so little.
Snapjaw. No, Snapjaw's the littlest boy.
He's the littlest boy that gets so big.
It gets very big.
All right. To start us off, we shall go in the order of the portraits with Chris.
Hello. This is Chris talking. I will be playing Cherry Barnett, Faceplane Bayonetta, a mid-20 witch, as we'll call it. I'm using the Magus class, but she's witchy in theme. That is high on looks and flirting, a little secretive to herself, but has a well versed in the new damage we'll be doing for this, dark damage. She's using Umbermancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we have Sid.
It's me. I'm playing Deas Sparrow, Air Genasi, mid-20s guy. He's a field artisan / bombardier rogue, so he works in he's had a life working in explosions.
Art is an explosion.
He is a rogue. He is not a thief, though, even though people seem to keep implying that he can do things with lockpicks, but he's doing pretty okay anyway.
I've seen this man pick a chest with a fishbone. I think he's a thief.
Pretty generally chill, easygoing person.
Honey, we all know you got some sticky fingers. It's fine.
It's fine.
If it was stolen, it's not stealing to steal it from someone who stole it. But yeah, he's just a dude.
Just a guy.
Just a guy.
Just to give a little clarification, the Bombardier Rogue is one that I wrote specifically for Deas.
Yes.
Bomber Rogue.
Bomb Rogue.
It's proven
and
fun
bombs.
so far. Anyway.
I enjoy it.
Next,
Is it really terrorism if you bring it to the terrorists themselves?
next we have Snak.
Hello, I am playing Iryne the Valkyrie. She is a teenage warrior who lived through the destruction of her village when Tiamat razed it to the ground by unlocking her latent demon heritage. Though they didn't save her from the brain damage. And the brain damage and the brain damage, and that she is a Malefict Fiendbinder with a little dash of Barbarian, and she has been a absolute joy to play.
Alrighty. Next, we have Silver.
Hello, I'm Silver. I'm playing Snapjaw, a minor NPC that showed up originally within the Tyranny Dragons book. Helped the party for a bit from that, as I am playing a draconic-themed Path of the Barbarian Berserker. I am a fisherman and a soon-to-be hopefully well-done merchant at this point. We'll see.
I believe in you, Snaps.
How dare you skip our quiet friend Quarrel, who has many questions and almost no answers for us?
I'll get there.
I saw a man walk through a sewer.
And next, and finally, in terms of people that we have for who are here, we have. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! We have Devon.
Heyo. How's it going? At me. This time we're not doing a homebrew thing. I'm going with Talia Redwind.
Another white-haired, red-eyed character.
Another white-haired, red-eyed character. I know. I have a type.
Unfortunately.
Going all looks at the other white-haired, red-eyed character.
I have too many characters who have white hair. It's a problem. I'm part of a weekly therapy group. Don't worry about it. But anyway, younger
Send me that number.
adventurer ? Who has spent kind of the last few years just absolutely slaughtering just any bandit camps that you can find on the search for something. I don't know if that's come up yet.
Not as of yet,
I don't think it has.
No.
Nope.
Will you introduce us to Cam?
Yes. So
Yes, Cam.
we have Cam, who is the best boy because he always holds a gun to me.
Yeah, the real
So
puppet
true.
master here.
He's pissed because you threw him in the closet for 2 years.
Yep.
Vengeance will be his.
Oh my god, I didn't say. The Oath of Glory Paladin.
Oath of Glory.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
I totally
Smite
forgot.
Central.
Totally. Smite Central.
I
The red light
interrupted
smite.
you.
Go
I
border.
interrupted you with the white hair thing, so I apologize.
All right. Of course, and finally, Zombie. We're missing Zombie, who is playing Quarrel, a sort of mercenary type character who is a multi-class of variant fighter and ranger, between an Echo Knight and a hunter. You'll get more when we got him.
I forgot. Iryne also has a mount. His name is Pericles.
Iryne also has a mount that is a yellow axe
Giant-
beak.
It's
Yeah.
Demon Canary. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Here looks like Karen Nornary.
So
Well, if it dies, we know it as the air is toxic.
before we get into all this stuff, I have a few things to go over. First off, Cherry is using the Magus class written by Nat 19's Logan Laidlaw. I don't remember if you mentioned that.
He did.
You did? Okay. And playing, of course, the subclass that utilizes Dark Magic and Numbermancy, which is a ruling that I currently have been playtesting.
That's the only thing I did not bring up.
There are also several aspects about the lore and the timeline of the Forgotten Realms that are either going to be ignored or generally unknown. I'm not necessarily a master of this stuff. I'm learning things as I go. But anything that is blatantly ignored, you can chalk it up to this is the Realm of Shade continuity of the Forgotten Realms. Not everything is as it's written in the books.
Elminster. I'm not gonna finish that.
Whatever is forgotten can be blamed on me for not remembering in the original one.
Minster. This campaign is also using several mechanics and tools that will be that are being worked on and play tested in upcoming major releases from our little publishing stuff, Shadeside Entertainment, including Hal's Travelogue, The Dragon Knight Unleashed, and Thomas Scratch's Diabolical Grimoire. Thomas Scratch being someone who is a person in this whole campaign, and in this continuity in general. Some varying versions of classes, of course, involving playtest changes are also present, though they are private to our campaigns, such as the fighter. In terms of house rules and things, there are a few house rules that are pretty standard to our campaign play. Most of those are in play, except for the ones that are particularly kind, like the hit point rerolling, beyond ones. Those include everyone beginning every session with a point of inspiration, which is used as normal to grant advantage on a d20 roll. Though they can only ever have 1 point at a time, so effectively the point is lost at the end of every session if they don't use it. Aside from that, due to the more challenging nature of the world, all creatures, including monsters and NPCs, have their hit points maximized whenever they're brought into combat. They may not get max HP, but everything else does.
Yeah.
Alright, with that all said, let me get into a relatively long-winded recap. So we begin only roughly a year and a half after the Tyranny of Dragons incident, where Tiamat, the Queen of Dragons, was able to return to the Forgotten Realms and rage through the land, if not only for a single day before her sudden disappearance. Long before then, a group of adventurers came to... Really? Wow.
They came to bark.
They came to bark. There's probably dogs.
Bark up the wrong tree. Oh, the right one.
Adventurers really, did bark up the wrong tree, huh? A group of adventurers came together to protect the town of Greenest from the attacking cult of the dragon, and chase them down to their nearby base. The pursuit of stolen treasures continued across the Sword Coast, through the swamps and roadways, and into the skies on a floating castle. The assassination of Arthagast Olbrinter brought these heroes to the newly formed Council of Waterdeep to combat the cult and dismantle its operations. With the world under the threat of Tiamat's seemingly inevitable return, these heroes did everything they could to stop the cult in their tracks. Unfortunately, many of their efforts went to waste when several unfortunate yet not unrelated events coincided, leaving many key figures dead or otherwise incapable of helping. In the Well of Dragons, Tiamat and the Dragon Queen emerged to reign in devastation, her power spreading over the area to kill and transform countless cultists under her servitude and soldier of the Council of Waterdeep alike. She would rage until attacked by another daring and dangerous dragon, Trixin, the Second Son, where the Dragon Queen was wounded and suddenly disappeared. Tiamat's emergence and fierce battle created a ripple that spanned the Sword Coast to create a growing tear between the material plane and Avernus, or Avernus, or whatever you want to decide to pronounce it as.
Avernus.
Not only that, but her draconic essence washed over the surviving beings at the well, mutating them, bestowing them power, and driving them mad. Both instances quickly raised fear among the peoples of the North, heightening the danger of the living and traversal at the cost of most of the five factions' forces. Or of living and whatever. Towns and villages fell to emergent devils and raging dragons, leading the remnants to better fortify their boundaries. The settlements of the north are isolated, the roads traveled only by adventurers and merchant caravans, all at the risk of violent death of a new degree. Only a few weeks ago, a group of such adventurers were brought together by a surviving hero, the Devil of Waterdeep, Thomas Scratch. With the promise of wealth and information, these six were sent to infiltrate the ruins of Red Larch and slay the local leader of the cult of the dragon remnant called the Blood Howlers. They were successful in finding and killing this leader, an obsidian half-dragon named Markovius Blacktail, in a laboratory deep beneath the ruins. They discovered in the process the name of the Bloodhowler's leader, the Crimson Wolf, and another group called the Wearers of Black that the brigands appear to be connected to. Much more wealthy, upon their return to Waterdeep, the mission was complete, and several of them used their newfound wealth to open an inn within the city called the Fisherman's Delight. Now, 10 days since their return, we pick up again as a caravan returns to the city. And another summons from the devil is on the way. Alright. Let me take a swig after that.
Hefty swiggins.
I see Chris stepped away.
Yeah. But he let us know.
So, as I scroll my notes, we begin the day in Waterdeep, which I'm real quick going to roll for what the weather is.
All right.
Have I already pre-written what the weather was? Maybe. But I did not. You're fine.
All good.
Table weather. Crap. That's an encounter
did
table.
I come back and pretty much the perfect?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
All right. The weather is Schwab. There's a light rain on this day in the city of Waterdeep. In general, the city is about as busy as it normally is, overpopulated as it normally is. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You guys would learn that the caravan that you had sent L to protect recently arrived in the city. Most of you, honestly, what are all of you up to?
I'd probably be down by the docks. What time would you say this is?
Roughly 9 a.m.
I am.
I am studying with Gerald.
Gotcha.
Down by
this-
the docks.
This is post us buying the inn and all there.
Oh yeah, you would have bought
the-
that
the-
probably
not
several
the
days
tavern,
ago.
sorry.
You're
Okay.
Like a week.
still a fair bit into setting up the nature of the inn. Business has not quite been there just yet.
We're still setting up, so we.
Yeah, you're
we
still
really
getting things set up. You're pretty much like on the fringes of being able to open up shop. May still take another few weeks, based on a few complications, shipments and whatnot.
Deas is probably just in the middle of tending to that stuff, like, just working on getting it cleared up and everything, progressing it towards.
studying in the main room with Gerald.
Noted. How would you describe Gerald?
Gerald is a man in his late 20s, early 30s. A little bit of graying hair here and there. Very prim and proper looking. Just in a waistcoat. Has like a pocket watch and all that. Think like young Alfred Pennyworth type look. And he is very loud and very passionate about teaching. Namely, he's a demonologist, so he's very passionate about making sure people know what they need to know to keep themselves from getting killed. And sitting at the table with them is a red-haired woman of about similar age to Gerald. Just listlessly tapping her finger on the table as she listens to Gerald monologue on about whatever they're learning about.
No, I opened the wrong map. One moment, as I'm actually going to give you the image that we have at the top there. I didn't import it. Hold on. Give me a sec.
As Her name is... what did I... Brain does not want to work. Lavinia. And she just has a glaive, or her weapon laying against the table as well.
And for the audience and the players who have not seen the full art, there's Iryne.
Yeah, it's invisible.
Invisible Iryne. Already mastering that, I see.
Yeah.
How
The
skillful.
the armor is not there. She's just wearing a sleeveless white dress at the current moment. For everyone in the party knows she can just summon the armor whenever she needs it.
All right. Along the bar, there is also 3 other figures who are generally tending to things. The one at the bar would be a fire ganassi, who you would know to be by the name of Kalinda, who is this red-headed fire ganassi that's by Chris's definition curvy, and has a bit of a sassy attitude as well.
Sorry.
Generally cleaning up the place and getting everything set is a half elf with don't actually have a general description for her, so I'm just going to say a sort of a short-haired half elf woman with a very tomboyish appeal. Named Amy Duridge, which here I'll give you these names.
Can't believe we're opening Tomboy Hooters.
Totally, man. Which a majority of them, of these 3, do seem rather charismatic. Though Amy is particularly of a more no-nonsense disposition. She's very serious about her job. That's up and coming. And the last who isn't really present much on the main floor, mostly in the back rooms, is a I'll say a blonde, smaller, quiet girl that wears glasses, named Eileen Basque, who is a human.
Okay.
Just for a little bit of information there. So we got what Snapjaw was doing, we got what Iryne is doing, got what Deas is doing, I think.
Jared would probably
Kinda.
actually be at the bar.
Okay. What's Talia up to? Devon?
Oh my god, I was muted. What a fool I am.
Is
What
Talia
the hell?
freeloading off of Irene's tutors?
Absolutely freeloading. Imagine paying for a tavern. That would be ridiculous. But these people own this tavern now, so if we're gonna be working together, might as well. Yeah, she's probably sitting up on, if there's a deck area, just sort of waiting.
A banister area up top.
If not, then literally just the roof. Just kind of waiting around.
That's fair. Okay.
You're not a fan of Gerald's lessons. You're more for fighting with Lavinia.
Eh.
Or you just watch.
We're just watching.
Alright, let real quick grab a thing. Okay. Yeah. So you you would have learned, as I mentioned, the that caravan had arrived. You assume that L probably would have been with it. Is there anything else that I really have to mention to you before that? Not really. Would any of you be interested in looking around regarding that, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
absolutely.
Snapjaw will have some fish in a net on his back for when we caught heading down.
Okay.
Lavinia, we won't be able to fight today, but I'll still pay you once you showed up. I'll let you know.
Honey, that's not how this works. They don't do their job. You do pay them.
But she has been doing her job.
Did she do her job today?
Yes.
Okay then.
I will let you know if we will continue lessons, or if you'll know when I'm back, and if things happen. You're welcome to stick around until we get back.
Lavinia gives a thumbs up as she goes for a drink.
Yeah, sorry to cut this short, Gerald, but I appreciate it. I would not have been able to get this far into the books without you.
Yeah, we can pick it up later, I suppose.
I will be back later. Thank you. She gives them a salute.
He smirks and begins packing away his books.
And she will grab her glaive from the coat rack.
Okay. You are heading out then?
Yeah.
Gotcha. As you open the door, there's a bomb.
Bomb.
Beep, 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 beep.
Deas like,
Yeah.
oh, is that where I left that? Sorry.
Crap.
Mr.
I can't make those jokes as much because we actually have a bomber.
Hey, you dropped something.
What do you mean? You lean into it, Shade.
Thank you for testing out our new security system. What?
All right.
We zoom back in after the dust clears. Iryne's head is on backwards.
No, not again.
But actually, you see a boy. Who was actually just in the middle of going to knock on the door. There is a John, a young man who has some scale growth along one side of his face.
Johnny boy, what's up?
Oh, hi. Did I get you at a bad time?
I think the thing should be back, so we were gonna go check it out.
Yeah, you got us at the perfect time. We're just about to leave.
Okay,
Deas and Cherry coming up behind Iryne.
Well, Thomas wanted to talk to you again. He said that there was another job up in the open. You don't need to rush or anything. He's actually needing to talk to somebody who just arrived in town, so I just came to tell you about it.
I mean, we were gonna go check with him about how the thing went, since it should be back in town. So, yeah. Well,
he was actually gonna ask me to mention to you about that. He said that the shard made it back safe, but you will have to ask him about that. It was carrying like a lot of magic items, so if you're interested in those, then you can try to search around for people, maybe in other taverns or whatever. I don't really have much information about this job, but that like you are the go-to is what I was told.
all right, yeah. Well, let's. Do you need to go do like other errands, or are you gonna walk with us to the?
I was
to Thomas's place?
gonna head to the store, but I was just checking in on you guys while I went to a local shop.
Well, isn't that nice? Now, do know you're free to come here at any time. I'll say that as I ruffle his head and fast.
Thomas doesn't let me go to bars.
It's not a bar. It's a tavern. There's food.
Correct.
In good company.
Fair.
Very good company.
Again?
I'm here.
And good company.
Anyway, I'll see you back there. He should be home for most of today. You do need to talk to him today because he's actually going to be leaving tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's
Okay.
a surprise. I haven't seen him leave in a while.
I don't really know much about it, though. I'm not really excited that I'm not going with him.
And even more of a reason you might have to be around us.
Yeah, the girls will take care of you.
No. There's someone that I'm staying with, and
Okay, well, that's good.
well, they're interesting, to say the least.
Oh,
Well, again,
Okay.
if
I mean, Kalinda
free to
makes
come here whenever.
killer spicy curry.
Anyway, I'll see you there. You all already know the way.
Sure do. Thank you for the notice.
No problem.
Iryne will float up to the roof.
Okay.
Get all that, Talia?
I don't think she did. Are you muted again, Devon?
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
All right. Now, do you want me to get you down, or are you gonna take the long way?
What? There's a ladder.
Yeah,
There
but that's
are-
on the other side of the
There
building.
are stairs, in fact.
Up to the roof?
Are you on the roof?
Yeah, why not?
All right, sure.
All right. Well,
Look, it's
I'm
fine.
heading out.
Uh,
I'll see y'all
I'll be
later.
right down.
She begins making her way towards the place.
I'll lean in.
guess we're just
and,
jumping.
to the girls, just we might be away for a while. Business calls. You know the routine. Ta-ta! And then I'll,
Kalinda just kind of shrugs and get back to her work.
I may stop by for some curry before we head out.
well, we may not be leaving today.
Curry takes
I'm
time,
not-
love.
Exactly what I'm telling you now.
I don't like might.
I mean, I'll eat if you make it. I'll eat it.
There we go.
If
I'm
curry is
make
made, Iryne will appear. It's like a
make
Bloody Mary.
extra so I can take some on the road.
Sure. All right.
I don't know
So
how
what?
well you expect that to hold up, but whatever.
Quarrel is not currently present. He would have mentioned that he's
Quarrel.
probably doing some additional jobs for the city.
God damn, why are there so
We've
many
been sweeping
alligators
them
in the
sewers.
sewers?
I know,
What
right?
idiot flushed down alligators down the toilet?
Oh, great! It's another one. And then it's Snapjaw's like, actually, I fell.
Someone left the manhole cover open.
It's just the one meme of the lady playing pool and then knocking Kiryu and Majima into the sewer.
Oh my.
Little Snapjaw.
All right. So you guys are heading over to Thomas's, or are you looking for the caravan stuff first?
Thomas.
Okay.
We'll keep our ears open for the caravan, but Thomas, since his
Yeah.
He would have
Always
to-
keeping ears open for everything, all the time.
you mean ear.
Ear.
You're right. 1 ear.
Da-da-da-da. In that case, what is everyone's
I mean, you
passive
technically
investigation? 10 plus your investigation score. Bonus.
8.
It's okay.
8.
I know-
Everyone's 11.
Yep.
17. I know DS is 18.
Yeah.
Fucking
Great
lucky-
perception for somebody who's basically deaf in 1 ear.
Lucky little.
I
Well,
didn't actually
give him a
write the-
20 and
didn't
Oh yeah, I
actually
guess I forgot to say he has like burn scars down
I don't
one half of his face and
actually-
body, and his ear is missing.
I don't actually have his image in the game.
No.
I know that there was like some things that you wanted to update with it though.
Yeah.
But well, there's the portrait in the top there. You can kind of see it. He's blue. Very
He's
blue.
blue.
He's
He's a blue guy.
He's a blue.
Yes.
Dabba dee, dabba die.
There can't be a full shade campaign without somebody being blue in some way.
It's my turn.
Holy shit, you're right.
Al's blue, right?
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Yeah. Yeah,
Good
I was
thing
blue.
it's a shade campaign and not a
That's what
realm
hit
of
me.
shade campaign.
That's what it hit me, and I was like, holy
Um,
shit, Al's blue. Yeah, everyone is gonna be.
Okay. So, heading on over to, where did I actually say his place? I don't remember. Somewhere else in Waterdeep.
I was about to say, we don't have a map, it's fine.
Da-da-da-da.
You think we can't have a map of Waterdeep?
Probably should.
What is Quarrel's?
Snapshot
it is-
always makes sure to keep a map of Waterdeep on him.
Okay.
That's understandable.
Cherry and Deas, you would be able to... Actually, I think Cherry and Deas. I didn't actually look. So 17 and 18? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Both of you would hear tell about this caravan arriving in the city. For the most part, it carried a lot of supplies for Waterdavian businesses, as well as a few uncommon and slightly rarer magic items with for local stops. There's also sort of discussion about them having stopped in Red Larch, which had been recently cleared out by a local party.
Man, I wonder who that could
Huh,
be.
who did that?
Couldn't guess. You'd be able to track down a few places by ear, but you would need to properly look into how to find where each of the locations is. There wasn't really much talk about what was on the caravan necessarily.
Hey, Sharon, I have a question.
Yo.
Snapjaw's also doing the investigation, right?
Yeah, I was relying on passive.
Because he has a contact with the Merchants Guild, can he ask them?
Give me a... I'll give you a +5 on that. You also hear about this stuff. As far as finding them, make me an active investigation check.
Alrighty. Gotcha. No bonuses then for that. That was for the last set investigation.
Actually, make me a persuasion check instead.
A persuasion check.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! It's actually a lower bonus.
Well, you know.
Honestly, I'm gonna use the inspiration now.
Okay.
I don't see a need to use it later. So
Take that off. That's
hell
17.
yeah!
Okay. Beating the 16 DC.
Nice.
Alex.
Hearing a threat, you will be able to get a general idea of where a few of the items are. You don't necessarily get to know the whole manifest, but you would know that there are on the caravan were like a few standard alchemy jugs and decanters of endless water.
Okay.
Going for a decent bit, a few hundred GP each.
Gotcha.
There was an amulet of proof against detection and location. Only one of those. There was a strange short sword that had this sort of hum that was found in Red Larch, as well as what was thought to be a kitchen knife at first, but was some sort of cold draconic dagger, also found in Red Larch, among the more uncommon items.
And this caravan is like was it the one L was a part of, or was it a different?
Yeah, this is the one that you guys sent L to protect.
To protect. Okay, gotcha.
Which may have the implication that L's back in the city as well.
Yeah.
What else do you meet the DC for? 17? Okay. You would learn about a few beads of force, bracers of defense, a couple folding boats, gems of seeing, periapts of proof against poison, and a rope of entanglement. Much of this being a little more expensive for your blood.
Yeah. Snapjaw will talk to one of the merchants that you talked to then about what it was, and it's like, yeah, come across one of the alchemy jars. You mind putting it on hold for me?
Yeah, you would.
End up acquiring it.
Yeah, it's going to a local shop. These kind of things don't really sell all too often.
Yeah.
But I can give you the address for
Okay.
where you might find it.
Thanks.
I doubt it'll upsell that much.
Oh, the basic commodities in life that people overlook.
He gives you a.
I would love those bracers if I wasn't dirt poor.
Yeah, we're all a little tight in the purse. Well, not all of us.
No.
A lot of us.
No, I mean like that 150 for supplies gave me. I have 3 and 1 second. I went over this with what's his face. 3 silver and 3 and 1/5 silver to my name.
I think Snapshot will just make sure to make a general list of what he heard about written down. He feels that that's a smart decision to make as a merchant, a new up and coming merchant.
Would you like that list?
Yes.
Okay. I can give you a
something about Polo from Mark or something. Writing it down once in a book to always compare prices between regions of items.
There are a few things that you did not learn about. Actually, there was literally only one thing that you didn't learn about.
There was a single thing.
A singular thing.
Excellent.
Because
I can't believe
the highest DC was 20, and you guys have that item that was from Red Larch.
Nice.
That's pretty funny.
Here.
I just imagine Snapjaw being like, "Where the fuck were these items?"
We definitely
there
didn't
are-
go through everything.
There
I
are
know
a
that
few
one.
places that you guys did not go to.
Oh well, yeah, I know. I just
downright
imagine
was-
Snapjaw being like, "Where did we miss? Which one should we
was-
have ransacked?"
It was business first. And now that I am a merchant, this is my business. We learn from those mistakes.
Yeah.
What else? What did you get? You got the periactive wound closure, the javelins of lightning. I'm just gonna edit this list in Notepad because this is bugging me with sending it in here.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
I have a note tab.
Every time that I
available.
press up, it goes to the previous message is the problem.
I do
Gotcha.
like how basically all the weapons are either Irene's or Talia's now.
Yep.
Happens.
This is gonna sigh.
Especially
Irene,
the two of
I'm
us.
just gonna give you 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces.
There's 2 gold pieces, honey.
This is my
You
cut.
should always have at least 1 gold piece on your person at all times. It's bad luck otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Well,
I
you
just
should
wanted-
never
I-
have a gold pieces and an increment of 4 on you. That's also bad luck.
Yeah,
List.
I heard about that one. But yeah, no, I was like, I want to help the business, so I was like, I have 150 gold left. I can cover that. And you guys never asked questions after that, so
Yes, I assumed you wouldn't drain your purse so much. There's quite a lot of funds amongst us to go around.
yeah. I mean, I spent a lot of money on potions because
She did.
I know you don't like it when I get injured.
Well,
I do.
yes.
Prefer it when you don't.
Because if you go down, then they go after us next.
Well, that's not the only reason.
No.
1,000-yard stare.
No, because all of you guys got knocked unconscious last fight. I was the only one up.
And I'm very proud of you
Excuse
for
you.
finishing it.
Talia was practically the reason that 1 or 2 of you survived.
Oh yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, freaking hanging on a thread.
With
But Irene is the person.
All right. So you guys are heading toward Thomas then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Generally knocking on the door. John doesn't seem to be back yet. The door doesn't isn't immediately open. If you try the door, it appears to be unlocked. What? Who's the highest perception? 1 sec.
Alright, so they got like a braces of defense over at this street, Irina, if you're interested in it. They got like a gem of seeing.
I will try when we are done with this job because I am flat.
I got Dark Forge Sword here. No, I'm just showing you the list real quick, what you might be interested in.
Deas and
no.
Iryne,
Consider it a finder's fee.
You
I like that sword and the dagger, but I would need to buy a lot of materials to get them to act like my glaive, which is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Deas and Iryne. You guys, though a little bit muffled, you would hear from the just outside a ongoing conversation. You can't really make out what the conversation actually is, but you can partly recognize the voice of Thomas in the floor above, as well as a more hushed, feminine voice.
Should I let them know we're here, or do we just want to walk on out?
Just give me a sec. This is gonna like sneak closer a little bit.
This is the inside on the floor above you. You guys are currently outside the door, unless you decided
okay.
to open the unlocked door.
Or climb somehow to the 2nd floor.
Yeah, just
Irene,
climb up there.
I will give you 20 seconds before I announce we're here.
Okay, good enough. Deas will try to quietly enter and
As Irene
Scoot
casts
upstairs.
thaumaturgy.
Oh boy. Go ahead and roll me stealth. What's funny is that you're
been so
actually
long,
trying
Deas.
you're trying to beat somebody who has a really good perception.
Snapjaw's just gonna like turn the doorknob a few times.
Did it not go?
No.
Oh, did not? Did you roll?
I rolled a 19 plus my stealth. That hurts.
Oh, you
that
can roll a
hurts my
20?
soul.
That's not bad.
That's not bad either, though.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it good enough?
I've lost my Deas colors. Why are my dice black?
I hate Dice Black. That's interesting.
In any other instance, it would be good enough.
In any other instance, it's true.
All right. As
But there is a certain woman who
It's true.
makes it not as good.
Sure.
you step on the squeaky stair, and as soon as Iryne hears the squeak,
Oh,
I don't think he steps on
No.
a squeaky
No.
stair. I don't think he does.
Legit, it's like
He's
the
not sorry.
door clicks. Just
Not even
Again,
all it took
Snapjaw
for
was
her to
just like
know.
opening, twisting the door handle. Like, I mean, why wouldn't I go inside? I guess, and just opens the door up and walks in while Deas is doing this.
That's fair. Are
after
you?
after about 30 seconds, Iryne will yell, "We're here, Thomas!" with thaumaturgy and actually yelling.
What happens in those 30 seconds, though?
Yeah.
Deas jumps out. Skin.
out the window.
Entering. You probably could get upstairs in 30 seconds. It doesn't actually take long.
Use the light
Not a
upstairs.
big house. Do you make your way upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach, there is like the faintest creak under your foot. You do have a little bit of noise coming in, Devon.
No.
Should I just say we're here? Honestly, it feels awkward sitting here. He just turns to Iryne.
You overhear only like a fraction of a conversation of two familiar voices, of course. One being Thomas, the other being Elle. You can't really get a gauge of their conversation. Roll me perception as you approach. 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me real quick grab a thing. There we go. It's a rather quiet conversation, but you do overhear something about Thomas mentioning Elle falling into old habits.
I see.
But before that, before you can really hear any response from the other voice regarding that. First, the voice seems to hush, and then Iryne.
Thomas, we're here!
You hear footsteps and a cane colliding with the ground as Tommy Boy opens up the door as he's about to speak. Of course, Deas seeing this man.
You know what? I know you said Alan Wake before, but I'm just sitting here going Noctis. Post time skip.
Oh my god, you're
Oh my god. You're right.
Well, it's because they all look the same, all three. Because then we also said John Wick a little.
Yeah.
Damn.
Um,
Yeah, it's a look.
I mean,
And
it
the
is
award
fair.
goes
Like,
to-
older Noctis does still look pretty young, and Thomas looks pretty young by, the nature of
The
his
award
species.
goes to Thomas Scratch.
Oh boy.
Dramatic musical entrance for Thomas.
Dramatic musical entrance.
Oh, hey, this is the thing where you're rebuilding Dragon France.
Wow. Anyway. I'm gonna skip
Why
this
does
song.
France have bagpipes? Who knows?
I have a much wider playlist. There's like Berseria in there.
Yeah.
There's like Liza P in there. A lot more stuff.
Rebuilding France. It's
Anyway.
part of it, though.
He's about to call out. Then he locks eyes with you, Deas. Oh, hey.
Hi. Deas just plays it cool. He just smiles. He's like, we heard that the caravan was back in town.
Thomas, you didn't leave your door locked.
Oh, also John told us he wanted to see you.
Yeah.
Well,
The rest of you, feel free to come up.
I felt it was awkward staying outside. I was about to say something, but Iryne called out beforehand.
yeah.
So
Well,
So who's John staying with? Does he have like a girlfriend or something he's staying with?
John staying with someone?
Notice.
to catch you up, Thomas has to make a trip.
Not as far as I'm aware. Unless he's been seeing somebody on errands. No, he's staying with an
Good
old
for
friend
him.
of mine. Well, oldish friend. We've known each other for a little over a year. Local priest. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I know who you're talking.
That's why I thought that's
Probably
what I
a
thought it
center.
was going to be, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to say anything.
The moment I heard the word priest.
Yeah. This time, hopefully their church will not get destroyed by the cult.
Anyway,
How many times have you been in a church that's caught on fire?
Twice. but
Um,
it's weird
How
that
many
it's happened-
times have you waited?
twice.
I have-
Yeah.
The
I
amount
have-
of times that Joseph Joestar has been in a plane crash.
Rio,
do
how many?
I
If I had a nickel for every time I'd been in a flaming church, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is weird that it's happened twice.
Yep, but knowing the the caravan's back also means the L is returned. I'm having a feeling you're probably talking now. Am I right? As I'm like walking upstairs.
Did he catch you at a bad time?
No.
I already had
Uh,
a job.
Yeah. Please come in.
I'm already in.
Well, fair. In the room, you do in fact see Elle, who I will share art for the stream.
Elle. Iryne, still thaumaturgy.
So much art.
Indeed. One sec.
Now, should we come upstairs, or do you want to come downstairs?
Oh, he was implying like come upstairs.
Yeah, he just said come in.
Yeah.
Snapjaw doesn't get that.
Come
Like,
to my
Snapjaw-
office.
Snapjaw is a fairly what's the word I'm looking for?
Traveled.
Yes, a well-traveled lizard folk, but he's still a lizard folk.
If something doesn't make sense to him, he'll say it doesn't make sense.
Because from what I remember,
He's very blunt.
Lizard folk are very literal.
Yeah.
He's a very well-adjusted, socially adjusted lizard folk. But that still doesn't mean he doesn't have the same pitfalls.
All
It's
right.
hard to take the lizard out of the folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you all enter Thomas's office?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Iryne does the yelling hello 3
Um,
times louder than it needs to be.
You see this woman just kind of leaning against one of the walls, a little bit away from the door, arms crossed, just kind of staring at all of you as you all enter. Thomas goes back to his desk.
How many chairs are in the room?
There's a few chairs around, not enough for everyone.
Okay, that's what I want to know. He looks at L for a moment. He looks at the chairs. He looks at L.
I'm sorry, I know you're in the middle of a conversation. Do you want to take my chair so you're not having to stand? I'm
Fine.
fine standing. Okay, because it feels like it's very awkward.
They're an open part of the desk. Not
But
covered.
you're
Like,
staring?
it isn't covered with papers. They're like an open spot.
Thomas knew you were coming
There-
over. He tactically covered the
There
entire
seems
desk.
to deliberately be no edge of the desk uncovered.
It's like training a cat to not hop on the counters.
Yeah.
It's covered in
There's just
foil.
tinfoil. There's just tinfoil all over the desk.
I think he knew. I think he planned for you trying to sit on the desk again, Cherry.
Yeah. Just slightly push some papers. Lean on the desk. I don't fully sit. I just kind of just rest against
Recline.
it.
Knock your hip against it.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of raise an eyebrow as Thomas looks slightly defeated.
I suppose that's fair. We don't have enough chairs in the room, unfortunately.
Iryne is sitting crisscross applesauce, but like 2 feet off the ground.
God, we're a weird bunch.
Damn right.
You're a weird bunch.
You're a weird
Yeah.
bunch.
Speak for yourself.
Yes, and
Truly.
Talia are the two actually sitting.
I
in the
am.
chair.
We sit in a chair like a normal, adjusted person.
I do with furniture as it is meant to be done.
Snapjaw will remain standing up to give other people the opportunity to use a chair.
Snapjaw.
No one else is.
on your left shoulder.
All right. Assuming everyone gets situated, Quarrel would enter the room.
Oh my
Goro,
God.
would you like a chair? I've saved one for you.
Snapjaw, remember how I said we were co-chairs? Now we're literally co-chairs. She
God.
drops herself.
Well,
on
now
her
this
shou-
feels
on your
awkward.
shoulder.
Do you want the... I'm sorry, Coral. I don't know if I can give you my chair now.
It's fine. As
We're
there
co-chairs of
there
beat
is a faint sewer smell entering the room.
Oh, were you in the sewers again? You want me to help you out there?
Really gotta stop taking those sewer jobs.
How are the
Coral shrugs.
alligators? I apologize for giving you that one. The Merchants Guild had a little bit of a problem off to the side.
Yeah, it's like that House of Rats I heard about down in Baldur's Gate.
Fortunately, the entire cave-in happened in a storage room and it led into the sewers. And, one thing led to another.
Iryne will poke Quarrel and prestidigitate the sewer smell off him.
That's
Thank
fair.
you.
All right. I assume all of you are getting pretty well situated in the in your inn, or sorry, tavern.
Mostly, just small things.
That's fair. And all the business is going pretty smoothly. All the transactions went well.
That's
Yeah.
the small things.
Fair.
Thank you for introducing me to Gerald and Lavinia. They have been a big help.
No problem.
Gerald is just as spirited as me. I like him a lot.
To give you a small update, the Dragonblade shard that was being held by that caravan has safely arrived and is now in the hands of the Open Lord.
Good.
Do I need to give him mine?
Nobody else seems to... Did you actually tell Thomas about that?
No. This is why she's bringing it up.
Why would you need to give someone something that's yours?
Your first,
She pulls.
Open Lord, Laro Silverhand. Also,
Oh right.
Yours?
Is it like magically attached,
To your glaive, yes.
or did it kind of like meld with it?
It effectively attached, probably around the blade.
Like the edge, like the cutting edge of the blade, kind of
Yeah,
has the
effectively.
sheen of the dragon shard.
Um,
Yeah, she'll pull out her glaive and like point to the cutting edge of the head.
I see.
Yeah.
You found that
going
in Red Larch?
Yeah.
Do you
Didn't I
have
show
any
Elle?
idea?
Didn't I show it to Elle? And she said, "Do whatever you want with it."
Elle just got here, man.
No, when we were in
Not
the
before.
French.
Because you ran
I
into her on the
think-
way.
Yeah, because I told Elle about it, and she was like, "Well, do whatever you want with it."
Did you know? He glances over to Elle. She shrugs. All right. Well, any particular properties you notice about it?
It's very shiny, and it makes my glaive cut a lot better.
I see.
It already, like you know how some things you have to have that little bit of pizzazz to your weapon to cut through them or like damage them properly. Like my glaive already did that, but now it does it even better.
Okay. Well, keep me posted about that.
And if I find more shards, I will let you know.
Noted. Well, regarding that job, by the way, what time would you guys have wanted to like get here, just to pass the time?
10
Like,
10 o'clock.
yeah.
Yeah, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Noonish,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, we were already at 9 before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought it was
so
8. That's on me.
Nope.
Between
Then
10.
yeah, then 10 to 11,
10.
varying on how long it took.
10, 11, yeah.
Bah.
So it took about an hour to track down the list, and then
Get
another
there,
bit of
yeah.
hour. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, there's a bounty out. For what is defined as a spider-like fiend that has been luring travelers into the Mirror of Dead Men, just up the road, several miles north of here. And the guardships of Leyland and Waterdeep have put forward a 300 GP bounty for its slaying. Now, that's might not sound like a lot, but
200 apiece and 300 in total.
in total,
But
I'm sure you can argue for some more, depending on what the actual trouble is, because I highly doubt it's just going to be a spider.
Like how dangerous has a spider been?
But Shade, with my recent studies in demonology, does this sound like something?
Roll me religion.
Okay.
You would have advantage on this because you're a fiendbinder. No, wait, no, you're not one of those, are you?
No.
As an option.
But
That's an option, right?
great. Would I have any kind of bonus from my recent studies?
You can treat
It can
this.
even be-
I'll say you can treat this roll as if you have proficiency, so with a +4 bonus.
I was gonna say, could I also roll religion to see if I know any of this demon?
For you, it would be unlikely. This is
Okay. I didn't know how specific this one.
There are like several things you can define as a spider demon. Most of
could either
them
be-
relate to like Lolth, the goddess of the Drow, or one of the goddesses of the Drow.
Or like an actual spider woman fiend?
So, like, if we were talking about how dangerous it was and, like, it attacks caravans, like, how many horses would you say it ate so far?
Yeah, because if it has like a nest, we could probably like argue more money for returning. Hey, we got all this stuff that we're returning back to their owners' families.
It mostly relates to singular adventurers getting lured into this place, this old mausoleum, which he pulls out a folded map. The estimated location is there. I'm sure there are several things that one can do in the Mirror of Dead Men. It's a pretty dangerous place nowadays, but you do have a decent guide now, don't you?
Yes, that was my home for a very long time.
Oh, that's
No.
convenient.
I know you're
So-
probably aware of the troubles going on there recently.
A bit.
Yeah. They say a large mist has overcome it due to a specific dragon making its home underneath the castle. Someone really
what
ought
I'm
to.
hearing is
Someone really ought to deal with that one of these days. Gives you a
Yeah.
small smirk.
So what I'm hearing is we're gonna go kick a demon's ass because it's probably a wolf spider, and then we get to go kick a dragon's ass. Hell yeah!
I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
That's
You guys are good, but
largely-
you almost got killed by a blood man. Like all of us almost got killed by a blood man.
I
And
got
by
better.
someone with 2 baby dragons. 2 hatchlings.
Hmm.
I don't know
I
how I
got
feel
better.
about facing a. Well, I nearly didn't.
I mean, it's not just a dragon. You got probably to contend with the pollywogs and the assassin pollywogs.
Assassin Polywog.
So what I'm hearing is it'll be a fun time.
Would you say you've I mean, you paid for a tavern with these people. Would you say you've gotten a decent bond with them at this point, Snapjaw?
I would say that I have almost died a collective 4 times with these individuals, and some of them more times than that. Some of them probably should be dead, honestly, but haven't miraculously.
It's fine. I grew my arm back. It's fine.
And your neck.
No, my
What
arm-
I'm saying
I didn't have
is,
to grow that back.
I have lived and died with these people more times than I have with others. So I would trust them. Because I am still alive.
It's good to hear.
However, I also would not like them to push that beyond what's capable right now. I don't know how many arms she can regrow in one day.
Neither do I. Let's find out.
Let's not.
Well, whatever you decide to do, you're only really being hired for, I guess, well, being sent
The bounty.
forth for the bounty.
But we can come back with stuff we happen to locate.
You see, if there's any venturers alive, we can put out a returner's fee for it. Of what they lost, if they lost anything.
And I'm sure whatever you do there, you would earn you a fair bit more favor with the Council of Waterdeep.
Yeah, I can put some, have them put some feelers out for see if anyone else lived.
I mean,
From like, I get to help Snap's home. I get to find out what happened to people from my home. It's a win-win.
I don't know. It's so much about the council, honestly. They got, from what I've heard, they've been a shell of what they used to be at this point. They kind of failed at the entire Tiamat thing, from memory.
He kind of grimaces at that one.
It's not their fault that
Blame goes in many places, but
like, well, if someone summons fucking.
What I'm saying is, I don't know if I would find much favor earned from a body that is currently missing more than half of its limbs if we're talking about Spider. But it can still move as long as it has its head.
I mean, they're well connected, probably.
anyway, I'm
Wait.
I'm sure you know what kind of dangers reside in the mirror, as well. Of
Nope.
course, as it's a swamp.
Swamp.
Generally, you're going to be dealing with a lot of poison.
So that ring I bought will come in handy. Good.
Well, there might be a little bit of acidic water and other things. Also, he opens up a cupboard on his in his desk as he brings out another small crate.
Oh.
Gonna be making a habit out of this. And he also opens up a drawer and pulls out a long object wrapped in a cloth that appears that he can hold in one hand. Something that's very thin. The things in the small crate are a few potions, 4 in total. You could use a little bit more the healing juice. As I'm going to give you guys 4. Count 'em.
Now you see, Thomas, this is a type of favor I can get behind.
I will
4,
be
count 'em,
I will
4
be-
potions of greater healing.
My graders! Man, he splurged for us.
He did.
That's
Love
not
the
45.
animation.
They are in the party inventory. They are unidentified in the party inventory. There we go.
45 potions of greater healing. Wow! That's a lot!
Generous.
Wow.
Enough to get sick of them.
We must be going somewhere
really
that is
can.
going to cause us
not
great suffering.
4.5.
Don't worry. We have doubled the amount of potions I have with this gift.
All right. And then he drops the he places the thin object onto the desk and begins unwrapping it. This is something I had acquired about a half year ago. Didn't think I'd be making use of it. As you see what looks like an arrow.
This is one of the two, the one that didn't get used.
Arrow of dragons?
What's that? One moment.
Because I know
Did I actually make one? Make a record for this? Probably not.
Rio shot 2, and then Thomas stabbed
Yes.
it with one of them.
You see this
Oh, that's
you
metagaming.
see this rather fine arrow. Itself looking to have perhaps one of the sharpest tips you've seen. That's an arrow catching shield. Get out of here.
Oh god, no, he goes after Quarrel.
I was like, oh, baby!
Oh man, it just gravitates to Quarrel.
Can't wait for Quarrel to throw his daggers and immediately impale himself.
Arrow catching shield. Now you're ready for the shield catching arrow. Fire that shit above an army. It's like, oh, you're phalanx? Yeah, right, buddy.
It deals an extra 1d8 bludgeoning for every shield it has attracted.
They're only links now.
Well, you see, it's not instant, so you fire the arrow past all the shields to hit one person. That person gets hit by the arrow, and then an influx of shields hits them too.
Make a dex save or
Just a
take
storm of shields.
XD10 bludgeoning damage.
I don't remember if anyone here uses bows.
I don't think anyone of us.
What, fit in a
I have a-
crossbow?
I have a crossbow as a
modify it?
backup, but
It's not a bolt, though.
I love that
Yeah.
it's like he pulls out this arrow, sees that none of us have a bow, puts the
Wait a
arrow
minute.
back.
I
Wait a
mean, you
minute.
can acquire it. I can.
It's a dagger.
I,
You can
I
use
can
it like a
actually
dagger.
use this.
Just like get up there and like stab him.
If none of you use a bow, it's no real problem. I assure you.
No, I was
they,
telling us. I think I got this.
Okay. They,
I know
they
how to use this.
They do make pretty good for stabbing them manually. I can attest.
You sound like you stabbed the dragon with one
I have
sword.
stabbed a dragon.
Did
in
you
the
climb
past.
a dragon, stab it? Oh, okay.
Wow,
No, I
that's
almost
badass.
drowned when doing it. In fact.
Oh.
Wow.
So wait, why did you don't look like you use a bow? Why did you have them on you?
Don't
Emergencies.
emergencies.
Yeah.
You know, it's not important.
Either that or you had a really shitty archer.
Snapjaw will take the arrow and go, I got this.
You're gonna turn it into a throwing weapon.
Why, you see,
Are you going to?
I gain proficiency in anything I use it for, my trait.
I mean, there is also like there's like ancient weapons that are just throwing an arrow. It's a fucking stick with like a little hook.
I
Because
mean,
you
I'd
have, like,
allow
the-
you to attach it to the spear,
Spears.
to be honest.
Yeah, or I
That's
would think
fair. Switch
Yes,
out the
you have-
spearhead.
Do you have any like wire on you? I want to maybe I can like wrap it around the javelin of lightning.
That
I
does
think
not
I
sound like
trust
a good idea.
Snapjaw with it.
That is actually a very funny idea.
Oh,
Tying it to
Someone
a
buys a bow for like, I don't know what do bows go for these days. Yeah, that thing.
From what I've heard, if you want a longbow, it's 150 GP. If you want a short bow, it's like I don't know, 75, something like that, 120.
So,
How much could a banana cost?
I know crossbows are 75. Don't ask why I know this.
my hand crossbow is 75.
Short bows generally go for like 25, 30, depending on the maker.
Yeah, I didn't think they were that expensive.
Shade, arrows of slaying don't activate until they hit the type of creature they're used against, right?
Yes.
So if you like had a bunch of kobolds in front of a dragon, taped the arrow to a javelin of lightning, and then yeeted the javelin of lightning.
Would the javelin just leave it behind because it's still not technically part of the javelin?
You'd have to find out.
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be pretty funny, though.
It would be very
Just
funny.
think,
Both
drops it.
both ideas. That it went with it and that it didn't go with it.
Part of me would want want all momentum from the javelin to be carried with the javelin, and none of it goes with the arrow. So,
Mhm.
so it just turns into a lightning bolt, and then the arrow just drops.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well,
But it still royally fucks up the dragon despite being like a dink.
now in general, you have your two regular methods of getting. Well, your main method of getting there with going up the road that I'm forgetting, that Shade is forgetting. Thomas wouldn't forget. He lives in this land.
Which road?
The road. Is it the tradeway?
Tradeway?
It's okay, Thomas. I forget names.
I don't even have the
Tradeway,
image
so-
of the old Sword Coast.
Oh, sorry,
map.
the high
It's-
road.
It's not in here.
High road, yeah, because the tradeway is south of. Why does the Sword Coast Adventure not have the Sword Coast map and images?
Do you guys not have it shared with you anymore?
No, it created a new record because I tried to open it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, tradeway is south of Waterdeep.
Frankly, the Sword Coast map is what I should have in the background.
Yeah, that would help.
Just a little bit.
Oh, this has
Mm.
Oregoth on it too, huh?
You can take the high road if you want, but tomorrow morning, I'm sure John had mentioned it. I'm actually going to be taking a ship up to Neverwinter.
Oh, Neverwinter.
It will be taking a small stop in the town of Leyland, which is just on the edge of the Mirror of Dead Men. Should only be a few-day journey. Save you some time and your feet.
And we get a road trip with you.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
boat trip, but you know.
I'm good with boats.
About as cold. About as cold, like 30.
And I didn't know how to
If you
swim.
want to, I wouldn't
but
recommend
Chris?
it. Oh, sorry.
I don't know how
Wah.
to swim. But I do have a ring now that will make it so I can at least move if I fall in.
While the seas are generally still dangerous, it actually won't be as dangerous as traveling the road in general. Don't worry about your fare. I already got it covered. I
You knew
made
we
an
were gonna take the
assumption
boat.
that you guys would probably prefer the boat.
Will there be room for Pericles?
It's a boat.
It is in fact a boat.
Do I need to pay for Pericles?
It is, in fact, a boat.
Isn't that created by a spell?
Yes.
I do not think you need to worry. Doesn't does that spell let you actually dispel the mount?
I do not believe so, actually.
Also, sorry
Take a
about
look.
that. I
Oh,
accidentally
wait a minute.
double-clicked
Wait.
that.
I can.
It's
leave
there
him
until
I
it's
can
dead.
leave him here, and then one more background solid ground. I can summon him.
Yeah, because once you do it again, it just re-summons to the area you're at, aren't you?
You
Yeah,
can dismiss
unless I die.
the steed as an action.
Oh, can you dismiss it? I thought it was like permanent dismiss. Okay.
Is that with But I can't. I can only do it once per day because it's through this flute.
Dismissing it is not casting the spell,
Mm-hmm.
so you can.
No, but can I bring him back?
In
Or
case
would I need
cast the
to-
spell again, summons the same steed. Restore.
It's
You
not
would
like
have to
Find
cast it
Familiar
again to
where
bring it back.
it goes away
Okay.
to a pocket dimension. It dismisses it.
Okay. I'd say she dismissed him soon after they got back,
That's
so
fair.
never mind.
Kind of
I
funny
didn't
that you
know how
only
that
actually
would
get to
work.
like choose your steed once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You can
I will
spend
go
an
for
air
those bunch,
action
yeah.
to release it. Yeah.
I see that now.
I will just summon Pericles when we get there.
Good strat.
Actually, you hear Elle speak up. You all heading to Leyland might be a convenient thing.
The what, Lynn?
Leyland, the town that he just mentioned. Thomas seems to nod in understanding. Friend of ours, a little shitling named Draxon. He hasn't reported in over a 10-day.
Okay.
Is he in Leyland?
He was supposed to be a few days out from there. I'm assuming he either
Got
got
it.
captured or is dead, so... Frankly, I prefer
So-
captured.
So
So you
in
gotta look
addition-
out for a dude called Draxon.
Yeah. Search and rescue mission. Got it.
Only a few places actually coincide with his travel path. One of which being the nearby Tower of Storms. So this lighthouse.
Do you think he got nabbed by the spider?
Tower of Storms is north of the Mere, so no. The tower is aptly named. It seems to have properties that brings in storms, so he might have been swept up in that and maybe took shelter. But it's unlike him to not report in. Yeah.
Okay, so current agenda: get to Leyland, find this Jackson dude, deal with the spider, help get that castle taken care of for Snaps.
As an incentive, Thomas speaks up. Draxon was finding some information in the north. Specifically, he looks at Talia, relating to your issue.
Oh.
He was who I was
Go on.
waiting for to be able to report in for you.
Alright, so will we meet him? I'll just ask him there.
Well,
What does this Jackson guy look like? So we know when we found the guy.
he's a tiny blue dragon thing that you can practically step on.
Oh,
And?
I was
What?
expecting a person.
A little larger than an ant,
It's
but
still a person.
practically an ant.
I can understand how the spider would find him very delicious.
Like one of those little mini dragons that I see wizards with.
Yeah, but if you call him anything like a pseudo dragon or anything similar, you just get annoyed with you, really, actually. So,
I mean, he's a little dragon. That's I won't call him an ant unless he's an ant.
Yeah.
anyway.
What is he if he's like a mini dragon but not a pseudo dragon?
He's a little dragon.
A little dragon.
It's a long story. I can
Long
explain it
story,
on the
little
way.
dragon.
But, all of you have the day? This is journey music, what the hell?
We're getting hyped up.
Getting hyped
Yeah,
up.
journey
Get out of here.
ahead.
Journey music.
No hype.
Um,
Only depression.
Hey, this isn't depression, it's Tifa's theme. Well,
So
you've
we'll
got
get
a
town.
you've got a day. The ship leaves in the morning. It is the Lady Polaris, headed by Captain Davy Chance.
Aye, Capitan.
Should be easy to spot. It's a deep red sailing ship that seems to have these weird metal parts sticking out the back of it. It's got this experimental engine that lets it travel faster.
Mm.
I am just in time to go get my ass handed to me by Lavinia.
Well,
Oh yeah, I should probably bring the fish to her. Or to the cooking lady guys hired.
all right. Well, don't really have much more to say. If you have any conversations, feel free to bring them up. Elle pushes herself off the wall and begins silently leaving.
Well, feel free to come to our tavern.
Yeah, go get some curry.
You have a decent
Very, very
drink.
good.
That's what we got in stock right now, but yeah.
I might be by later. I've got to get some maintenance done. As she sort of stretches her right arm.
Thomas, have you heard anything for my thingy?
Remind me.
Survivors from Valkyr? Other than, well, me.
Not just yet, but we've got a few people looking. It's a little dangerous to go into that area, given its general closeness to the Well of Dragons.
And
Especially
also
since
being,
most of it is a crater.
Yeah.
We have a few people in Erebor who are going to be making their way out there.
Much appreciated.
No problem. I wish I could do more.
It was a miracle I survived. Silently praying someone else in my family had this unlock the same thing I did. But all I found was mom and dad, so keeping that hope up.
Well, does anybody have anything else to say to Thomas?
As people are walking out. But before then, no.
Wait a minute, I do have one thing for Thomas. I walk up to Thomas' desk as I reach behind me and pull out a net, a really huge salmon. This is for the pickle jar from last time.
Thank you.
That did come in surprising handy.
It did.
Surprisingly,
This
heady.
was the biggest fish I caught. This is easily like 30 pounds, if not more.
Well,
I didn't know that there were fish that big in the bay.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You gotta know where to look. Of course, it helps if you jump in the water for a bit beforehand.
Yeah, there's
In
like some
effects.
plus there's like the little caverns near the Undercity.
Well,
Shit, how did you know about that? I thought that I kept that one secret.
I've only known about it for like 3 days.
I'm gonna have to
Lavinia
find a
made-
new good fishing spot if people start finding out about that.
You know that the giant crab corpse that was there?
Yeah.
Lavinia made me fight that thing.
Oh, I see. Oh, you mean the other crab corpse? Okay.
Yeah.
Fought a
you fought a
an
crab
undead
corpse?
crab, or
I had to fight a bunch of crabs, giant crabs, in a cave.
Well, thank you for the food. I'll see if I can't get that cooked up later.
Right. Wait. I also got something for you too. He reaches into a pouch, takes out a piece of paper and puts it on, and just puts a table full of spices for him. There you go. I figured I'd leave seasoning stew behind for you.
Aw.
Got it. He very carefully starts pulling that over to him and covers it over with a cloth he pulls from a drawer, as to not blow it away.
I would be careful about keeping it in a cloth. The powder ends up actually going through it kind of bad. Now, if it's like a leather pouch, that's fine.
I have a handle.
I will see you in the morning, everyone.
Oh.
I'm off to hopefully not fight more crabs. We'll see.
Over here.
I was
Taking
gonna
the
say, I
potions,
think-
by the way, they're still sitting in the.
Yeah, they're.
Oh yeah, I was gonna take one of them, by the way.
Okay.
I
Yeah, they
have
are
four.
each.
So
absolutely. So what if I just yoink?
people can take dibs.
I think they have.
If nobody else is going to take one, then I'm
Iryne
just
will-
going to give one to.
Give one to
Quarrel.
Iryne.
Yeah.
There you go.
Give the last one to Quarrel.
I
He already has an entry, so I'll just remove it from here.
Ed.
Deas,
not
you had
burped.
something to talk about?
Yeah, more just check in. Since the caravan came back and everything. I don't know, I guess was just curious if there was anything I would care about. Any news that came back with it.
News hasn't really been all that major as of late.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
Oh, something
Deas,
you
by
can
the
do
way,
about it.
about this.
Hmm?
About the caravan, that reminds me, since we're going to a swamp, this particular periapta poison, proof against poison, might be useful if you can afford it. I can get you the address here.
Sure. That's appreciated.
Yeah.
I might have enough money left. I'm not sure. Checks his pocket.
I have. You are carrying. Apparently, still carrying 30 platinum, which is impressive.
I know.
Better than carrying 300 gold.
Yeah, I'm carrying 35 platinum.
Yeah.
I'm carrying no platinum.
I got 12 gold.
Assuming you guys are all going to be heading back out, I think that's where we're going to call for break.
Okay.
Yippee!
All right, I'll be right
Good
back.
be
break
back.
music. Oh, everybody evacuate.
I know, I've had to use the bathroom for like the past 15 minutes.
I wonder what Lavinia is gonna make Iryne fight this time.
I'll have to roll a random encounter. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Oh no.
That was a creepy. Are you taking so much desk space up?
Did the map ever load for you, Sid?
Oh no, of course not. It's a shade game. I can't even see people's icons at the top of the screen.
Oh,
Okay.
A good thing you did the art for Thomas and Iryne then.
Yeah. No, I've just had stream open, so when there's a picture, I can just look over there.
Fair.
Stop scratching the couch! Thank you.
Sorry.
I am very happy with how Iryne turned out.
I'm glad.
Jokingly, I knew there was a chance of seeing the swamp, and I was like, "Guess it's time for Cherry to buy a swimsuit." She's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
the swamp swimsuit. Yeah, I definitely want that.
There's water.
She comes out and it's just the full body. It's like the male old-timey swimsuit, but it's a lot more tight.
Just to the knees and the elbows.
It's a wetsuit, basically, because Cherry, if she can't show off skin, will show off curves.
Where's that thing that has the price of magic items?
My brain's having a stroke on wordings. Our RPG tools got
James Bonk is having a strong.
I am really badly. RPG development, RPG info.
Sorry, what?
RPG development, RPG info.
Click.
And then it's Shades D&D.
Thank you.
I do like how Irene's eyes are basically a vaporwave sunset.
Here we are. I'm here.
Here we are once again.
I'm here! Lost idiot.
Oh, no, I do not have enough dollars. Not enough doll hairs.
No.
Maybe one day.
Trade, did you get one?
Oh yeah, no, the proof gets poisoned. No.
No.
That is one of the rare items that is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 grand or something like that.
I'm here.
I understood the reference.
Okay. Did it actually change where I was coming from? Because I was like moving around my mic as I said it.
No.
Nah, not really.
Discord is mono.
That's fair.
Also, that's not how the audio works.
I can dream. But yeah, I was talking to Sid about how Irene's eyes are basically vaporwave sunsets from if you look at them.
They got that glow.
They're like miniature suns. That's not
Ping
concerning.
ping. There's nothing to worry about here.
That's not concerning, considering what caused her home to get cratered.
The sun.
The sun.
You take the sun, and you take the second sun.
Greasy, you fool. You thought I was going to get up to feed you, but no, I was simply turning my chair.
You played Greasy like a fool.
I have.
I gotta real quick program the arrow of slaying because I realized I had not.
Shade, what do you need me to roll?
Right. That is a thing that needs to be done. 1 sec.
Roll a D100.
We'll see. Now that I think about it, I'm a little surprised that that weapon I posted in voice chat isn't a thing in D&D that lets you fling an arrow.
Lets you yeet arrows.
It'd effectively be like the statistics of a javelin. I'd argue.
80?
That's fair.
84.
one sec. Where's the table? Table.
The
Where'd you
question
go?
is, will Lavinia have to bail me out after a certain point?
If you're doing this at the end, there's another person there that will to help bail you out.
No, Lavinia makes me fight him by myself.
Yeah, not if it
84.
starts destroying the inn.
No, it's not at the end. She will take me someplace nearby.
Oh, then yeah, fuck it, no. Yeah, no.
So going by the
Yeah?
I should.
What am I?
Unless you want to fight a ghost.
Hell yeah. Fuck you, Ghost.
Cute ghost.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
No, it's a specter.
So that
That one doesn't make sense either. That one just doesn't make sense in Waterdeep.
A flump.
Why does this keep happening? Why is it always just like people?
like off the top of my head, I was like, ah, yes, underwater sea cavern near the Undercity.
Would you like to fight a peddler weighed down with loads of pots, pans, and other basic supplies?
No, I would help the man.
That is that is the test.
That is where you fail. You pick a fight with everyone, no matter what.
This man is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
drug cartel man. You gotta kill him.
Dex, an old man, dies instantly.
He was with the Zentrum.
The Zentrum are not necessarily bad.
I know. He was part of the Xanathar's Thieves Guild.
He was a pervert. He had to die.
I'll tell you what. Roll me 2d10. You're gonna fight 5 rats.
Giant rats, right?
They followed Quarrel.
Oh, if it's giant rats. Actually roll me 3d4.
Just fighting 5 regular rats.
That's a lot of giant rats.
Five
on.
regular rats and 10 giant rats.
I mean, like, I'm certain you can take them out because they have, like, 12 hit points each.
The Rat King! I fight the Rat King of Waterdeep.
Oh, that sounds horrifying.
That's probably a thing, to be honest.
Probably.
Not anymore.
That's
We
actually
now
a
get to
gaming
skip
counter
that
for you.
bonus chapter.
They start spinning in circles.
Like, there's 10 CR1/8 against one level 7 character is a medium encounter according to the actual like XP.
But I have resistances reductions and such.
Oh, thinking about
And
that.
an aura.
Did we update the line? Did we update the line?
And a
code?
flame aura, you're right!
Did we update the line?
Yeah.
What
Didn't you
line?
change it? Line clothing?
Oh yeah, I already updated that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought about it because he said reduction.
That was on the list of things. It doesn't
Okay,
really
cool.
make much of a difference. Hello, Graves.
Iryne has killed the Rat King of Waterdeep.
You've killed 10 giant rats. If you want to call that the Rat King, sure.
One of them was the Rat King. Or no, 5 of them were the Rat King.
If we're talking about an actual Rat King, maybe.
Yes, that was what I was saying.
That's great. No,
There
you're
were
not
5.
getting the XP for it.
I know.
Oh yeah, this is an XP based thing, by the way. Which I should be checking on what XP values you guys even get, because I don't think you guys get anything just yet.
Iryne was reminding me of something, and
Uh-huh.
it just hit me who it was.
Ah.
It's
Uh,
1990s Rogue from the X-Men.
Oh.
The old cartoon, got it.
Yeah, cartoon Rogue. With the headband and the poofy multicolor hair.
How many meters long are the rats, Reaper?
She killed Glorvin.
I mean, like the giant rats take up like occupy a 5x5 space. Nope, actually no. They're less than that. In fact, a giant rat is the size of a regular New York rat.
See, the true rat king of Waterdeep is Glorvin.
No, that'd be a medium-sized rat. The giant rats are small-sized, ironically.
Like, because there are rat kings, and then there's the rat king.
Hold on, the giant rat. Let me see if there's any like size comparisons. That is actually just an image of a rat.
That's just a rat.
I
Ah,
love
shit.
the D&D depiction of a giant rat. By the way, that's not
Mhm.
a giant rat. Hold on. 1 sec.
Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
Give it a sec. Okay, let me find this on a place that's not D&D Beyond. Benji just touched my foot. There we go. Like, I love the giant rat. It looks so mean. But I especially love the Roll20 token for it. Just splayed out like that.
I'm telling you, it was this big.
That is a beautiful rat.
It's a wonderful rat.
What has Reaper said in response to me calling Glorvin the Rat King of Waterdeep?
Nothing.
Excellent. Because it's true.
Anyway.
I have been having fun.
I'm very glad.
Ain't this such a change of pace from the playtest?
Just talking.
Just talking. We might have combat. Who knows?
I'm surprised you're sending us out. I thought we would have to do stuff in the city first.
Like, fight the rats of the sewers.
Like, not get mugged.
Rest in peace, anyone who tries to mug somebody from our group.
That was the joke.
Rest in peace, whoever tries to mug Iryne.
Mug Deas, and they just fucking pull out a bomb, and they're going for his wallet. It's just like, huh? Get arrested for unlicensed.
Deas does a
Possession.
switcheroo, stealing their wallet and placing a bomb in it.
Hey,
Sticky bomb!
he's licensed to own explosives. He works for a guild.
Yeah. But if someone takes an explosive from him, they probably don't have a license.
Exactly. And if that explosive happens to be tied up as a remote bomb, well, you know, things happen.
And if that happens to blow up a connected building, don't blame Deas, and then Deas runs off with the money.
I wonder who is going to be the Tachanka the rerun.
Oh, you're so far away.
Oh, sorry, I was looking down. So, Arknights announced that they're doing a rerun of the Rainbow Six collab.
Oh.
And last time they had Tachanka as the free event unit. Our Lord and Savior Tachanka.
Random question said, did you ever buy Thieves' Tool?
No. He's not a thief.
Cool.
He has Thinker's tools. That's right.
What was that saying?
Tinkers.
Yeah, I have Tinker's tools.
Tools. I have
a couple tool sets. What do I have? It's been so long since I've looked at your sheet.
Yeah, no, I really would have
Alchemist
to
supplies.
hand it to whoever tries to rob Iryne.
Yeah, Tinker's tools, alchemist supplies.
Because
That
they'd
might
be
be
missing a hand.
I see.
Baby boy.
Let me. Alright, I should actually get something sorted with Thomas's sheet. I reworked how focus techniques actually work for NPCs.
Oh my god, you might use Thomas in a battle.
Yeah,
Right.
you think you guys are gonna be safe on a boat?
No.
No.
And you think Thomas is gonna stay still?
No.
A little bit more.
It is
Only
Thomas
because
doesn't have
of
a
the
middle
leg.
name Scratch.
Only because of the leg.
You think
No,
the
it ain't
limp
gonna
is gonna stop
him.
him from teleporting around like a motherfucker?
No, but it'll hinder it a little bit. Yeah, no, wait. I just realized limp and teleportation, you did this.
Huh?
You did just make Noctis.
Any
Limp
comparison is
teleportation.
unintentional. He only had like a small beard when I played him.
Yeah, I know, but that's even more of a point. Went from pretty clean shaven mostly to beard. Gained a limp. I know you had him before we were.
Still rocking the red coat though.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
right.
back.
Rocking the red coat.
Hey, Cerberus.
Back.
Crimson, sorry, no Cerberus. I was looking at the wrong
Huh?
place.
It's a rat.
Hello,
I see a
Crimson.
rat.
There's a rat.
Uh,
I love the giant rat in 5e. Is what I was talking about earlier.
Iryne
Okay.
killed
Hello,
the Rat
Crimson.
King. Lavinia had her fight 10 giant rats, but 5 of them were tied together as a Rat King.
Oh, okay.
All right. Open up the
Coin
grimoire.
purses trapped by bombs on your person. I feel like that would almost be a danger to yourself. Is it when they open it? Or when they take it? Are we having a grenade method of coin purses? What if they just try to steal out of the coin purse on you?
Actually, funnily enough, Thomas is supposed to know more techniques at this point, but I'm not gonna bother giving him more.
Okay.
He's semi-retired.
It was not actually the grimoire that I needed to open up.
Oh.
It was the travelogue,
Aha!
Cool.
because they got moved over there.
Irony.
Foolish fool. They both die. Yeah, that is the caveat to that situation, eh, Reaper?
Who's a good girl? Open up. Good
Nothing like
girl.
risking your life for money. Even if it's your own money. Especially because it's your money.
We're not doing it for
Right.
the money.
I imagine the way it would
We're
happen
doing
would
it for a
be
shitload of money.
Cherry would blind them and then proceed to they would disappear. Deas bomb. Iryne would massacre. Quarrel.
Iryne would cut off their arm and then complain that they're not growing it back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Quarrel, I don't know. Besides, I feel like Quarrel would be like the Uncle Iroh, being like, "What? That's a horrible posture."
Oh.
Like running bomb on every one of your coin purses so they know what they're getting into. Oh boy.
And then one of them, you have coins, and it's actually just full of like trash.
Coin bugs.
You see, writing bomb on a bag is not to protect the bag from getting stolen, it's a deterrent from other people trying to open it. Much like owning a lock is not an actual way to keep people out, it's a deterrent, so they don't want to bother. If people know how to get in, they'll get in, though. I do love the absolute pitfall of the lockpicking community of going like, it's not a good lock because we can lockpick it. I think a measurement of what a good lock is when you need to pull out a specialized tool in order to get through it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good lock. Because I don't think most people would be carrying those with them.
It's true.
Not hitting it with a hammer.
Don't use a padlock if you actually care about what's inside.
Don't use a padlock because you can just unlock it with their padlock if you really wanted to.
You see here we have a master lock, which you can open with a master lock.
Wait.
Have you missed my metric of what's a good lock, I guess?
Apparently I have. I'm not surprised you can do it, but I'm trying to
Oh
figure
my
out
god,
how.
we have 6 people.
Do you
Yeah.
No, I think like half of those are
Don't worry
us.
about it.
I'm just
do
happy.
you lock the lock and then just pull until it comes undone?
No, you just smack it.
You smack it.
Yeah, you can literally just smack it and it just pops.
Uh,
So that is 3.
There's
I'll
also
say
the classic
12.
2-wrench method
Yeah.
of just putting 2 wrenches in the middle and just turning, and the torque is enough to pop it off.
There was a lock I saw that was like a $50 lock because it was fingerprint. And the person destroyed the fingerprint scanner. It still worked fine. The whole thing was it was battery powered, and you just unscrewed get the batteries out. Which
Hilarious.
Yes.
Which then proceeded to have screws that meant you could just take the thing apart in like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To this day, I still find it the funniest thing ever that one of the most highly rated locks that I'm aware of on Lockpicking Lawyer's channel is a novelty movement lock from like Germany or something. It was like Polish or Germany or something. And it's because of the Tumblr system they use from memory.
Yeah.
It's not a very common one anymore, but because of that, it's the classic radio thing where it's like they don't specialize in doing radio encryption and all that anymore compared to for walkie-talkies and such.
I was watching this person make a lock in which it was actually 2 if you but only so the idea is it was like the key only unlocked 1 of the 2 sets of tumblers, but if you unlock the second set you lock the door forever. And it's just like if you do the wrong one while lockpicking, well, you're fucked. I was like, that's neat. It also sounds awful.
Yeah, so the door ain't locked forever unless you weld it shut.
Yeah, but you get what I meant.
Extra 7 damage plus 1d8 lightning damage. There we go. Alright, Thomas's sheet is actually updated. I'm actually going to make sure to add him to the combat tracker.
Oh, it'd be funny though. It was like an anti lockpicking method. The moment someone fucks up lockpicking, you just hear a click as the lock starts welding itself shut from the inside to the mechanism. You see,
just a tiny vial of chemicals that breaks and just.
Yeah, you turn the tumbler the wrong way, it pops the vial. Fighting on 1, fighting on 2. 3 is... What was that?
Why can't I move my tools? Pulls out
Finding
the
lock
picks and they're
picking.
just gone.
How we doing? I'm doing all right.
I have a soup. I'm very happy.
Hell yeah.
I ate like 4 hours ago, probably.
I stuffed myself before our game started.
Yeah.
I just had like supper at Costco, effectively.
Okay.
Did you have the Costco hot dog?
No, I had the hot, Costco chicken,
Let's see.
chicken strips.
The $2 Costco hot dog. That will never change.
Here.
What is it? $2 in the U.S.? It's like $1.50 here.
$1.50. I couldn't remember what it was. It might be $1 because it's 150.
Costco hot dog has always been $1.50.
It's like
Wait,
how
anything
Arizona
more,
iced tea is
we have to
99
kill them.
cents.
Wait a second. Is it $1.50 CAD?
Shit, we'll have to kill them,
Pretty
Snak.
sure, yeah.
Damn.
That
It's
is
$1.50.
hilarious.
That's good.
Implying that it's actually cheaper in Canada.
Hilarious.
Yeah, because I was about to say, it's funny that they kept it $1.50. It's even funnier because of the exchange rate.
Just,
I was
it's
gonna look up
$1.50 no matter
5e
where.
Costco hot dog. Oh my god, what's wrong with me?
You've done it! You've
No,
done
no,
the
no.
thing I've done!
No. We need someone who's made it. I
No,
want to
commit.
see some commit.
Fine. Costco hot dog. What do we get? The Costco 150 hot dog and drink may be the only fast. This just read a post.
Where the fuck is it? Where is it?
Is fast food that is cheaper per calorie than groceries.
Oh no, the infinite Costco.
I know.
It's
One
good to
shot.
note that the third link is Costco hot dog Wikipedia.
I know. What? Hmm?
It's so famous that it has its own Wikipedia page.
That from 1 year ago on Reddit, user musclecar123. I know there's been discussion in the last few months about Costco increasing the price of hot dogs from $1.50. I was at Costco the other day and realized that Canadian Costco also sells the hot dogs for $1.50. At the current exchange rate, it is $1.12 USD. You Americans are overpaying for your Costco hot dogs. This concludes my PSA.
Thank
I like how on the
Random
Wikipedia
Reddit
page they
user.
have
Alright.
they have a heading called International Versions. In the US, the hot dog and soda combo deal costs $1.50 USD. In Australia and New Zealand, the hot dog is made of pork and is sold with a large soda for $1.99 AUD
There you
and
go.
GD. In Canada, the price for a hot dog and soda with refills is Canadian dollar $1.50. In Mexico, the hot dog is made of 100% beef and includes a drink which with the refills for Mexican dollars 30 or 30 Mexican dollars.
Open the door enough.
In the UK, the hot dog is also made from beef, and customers also get a drink with refills for 150 euros. In Taiwan and Japan, the hot dog is made of pork. Japan's prices for their 120 gram, 4.2 ounce hot dog and refillable 60 milliliter, 20 US fluid ounces drink is 180 yen.
I just remembered that we have a game to run.
180.
did you just remember that?
Ridiculous.
I was
We're
so
technically
enraptured by
waiting.
the.
I was about to say we're technically waiting on Devon, and then Devon started replying, and then I realized
What?
you're tangent.
There was no vote. I don't know what we're talking about.
Evan's sitting here. I'm eating my monster mash. Waiting.
Oh, okay, because you're the
No
only one
Costco
that
hot
hadn't
dog?
like talked for like 5 minutes.
No
and that's
Costco
why I was
hot dog.
Costco hot dogs 120, 12 USD in Canada.
It's ridiculous.
That's a kind of cheap hot dog. Not gonna lie.
To annex Canada.
Thank you, Devin.
From where?
All right, how you gonna do that? Huh?
Mm. I'll run for president. I'll do it.
Okay,
Fucking text
anyway.
me.
If we are good to get back into it. Why? Everything loads. What's everyone doing? Oh wait, Snak didn't actually press the button. Oh fuck.
Well, I guess I'm having my equivalent of
There
a
we go.
Costco hot dog in Waterdeep.
I was telling my dad about the 5th edition D&D Costco hot dog.
Oh boy.
It is always a treat to hear what that man has to say about things.
he got it. He was laughing at it.
Anyway,
Anyways,
yeah. What are you guys doing?
I am fighting a Rat King. It will show up at around 7 p.m. that night for curry.
I'm taking the fish over to the kitchen at the inn.
All right. There is going to be curry prepared rather early because you didn't actually specify a time of when you wanted it.
But you will still eat this cold curry.
You will
Yes.
you will eat this cold curry because spicy bartender demands it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Kalinda.
You eat what she gives you. If she serves you it cold because you showed up 4 hours late, you eat it cold.
I'm sorry, Lavinia had me fighting a Rat King.
Can you warm this up for me? Burns it.
No, I can warm it up myself. Holds hand under bowl, catches hand on fire.
You're in those bowls. And
Those
kicking
bowls
urns.
aren't intended for heating.
Doing that with a wooden bowl and just.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I just hear Kalinda say that, and you see the fear of God in Irene's face.
She's just got a smirk on her face, but it's not like the happy smirk. It's the try me smirk.
It's the I'm going to
Well,
enjoy
if we're
beating you
gonna
up later.
travel, I'm
Smirk.
going to take a nice. Do we have a bath?
Oh,
By the way, since we're traveling, can you actually... I didn't realize you were making curry tonight. Can you actually smoke those fish for me? That way they can hold over.
certainly.
Hello?
What?
I don't know. So it sounded like someone was doing a mic check.
Yeah, it was just acting up for a second.
Anyways, yeah.
Certainly shouldn't take too long.
Thank you. You're the best.
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right.
Okay, as I was thinking, do we have a bath?
No.
In this.
You would have to go to a bathhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's making sure because I know just because of it being the way it was.
There's indoor
I
plumbing,
mean, if we
but
have
there's
room
not
here, I'm
showers.
sure you can. Yeah, you can like.
That's what
yeah.
I thought. So
Old
I'm
style
sorry, I
bath.
got hit with whiplash. It felt so in character, but did you say, do we have a bubble bath?
yes.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
can-
sorry, just I got hit with flash by in character.
you can
All
draw
right.
hot water to do like a barrel bath, but that's all on you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna be traveling, I'm gonna go take a hot bath. Anyone care to join?
What time are you saying this?
I get closer to your
Probably
next
about the time you get back.
Oh, it sounds like a good idea. The salt wind is going to definitely weather out your skin.
Definitely wrinkle your skin out.
Correct.
Dry it out.
Oh,
You should bring moisturizer.
Yeah, actually, I should.
I know this perfect boutique that actually sells creams. If you want the address.
Sure.
You know a lot of addresses lately.
I've been collecting a lot of addresses out of the address book lately.
See.
I would love to join you, Cherry, but I have to eat an entire bowl of cold curry.
Did you know they have a book full of addresses for everyone in town, by the way?
Yeah, but only select few are allowed to actually look at it. Well, the important people.
Oh, okay.
You see sort of walking out from behind the or more like slinking out from behind from the kitchen door. Heck, what's her name? I don't know. I already forgot it.
Kalinda?
Give me a sec. Hold on.
Let me open up my
Not
notes.
Kalinda.
No, Eileen.
Um,
Eileen.
Eileen?
Probably. Hold on.
Amy?
The human. The
Amy,
human.
there
or
we
The
go.
the
human or the half elf?
No, actually, yeah, the human.
The human, Eileen, okay.
Walks out, plops what appears to be a rather bulky book on the table and walks back into the kitchen.
I'll open the book up.
Leans
It
over.
is a copy of one of those address books.
I knew we hired
She's
her for
well
good
read
reason.
too. She's prepared.
Iryne is face first into the pot of curry.
Are you gonna eat that, or are you just gonna drown in it?
B.
Someone needs to teach her some proper manners.
I don't know about you, but that reminds me of how a pig eats, and I think pigs have more, less face in food like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm heading off, and anyone wants to.
You can. She pulls her face out of the food. You can tell me how to eat properly when your hometown gets cratered. Goes back to just shovel. She doesn't go face first into it this time, but she starts shoveling curry into her mouth.
Well, unfortunately, my village ended up getting taken over at one point, and then again, the place we were staying got cratered by a dragon. So
Yeah, I don't really see how these things are connected to eating
No.
this way.
and I'm still
Oh.
eating pretty well, actually. So I don't know what your issue is.
It's the brain damage.
Is everything brain damage with you?
Yes. Convenient.
You see
A convenient excuse, yes.
Kalinda just nod her head up as if realizing something or just seeing something. As she looks to one of the back corners. If you follow her gaze, you actually see Elle having just appeared, seemingly out of nowhere, in one of the tables.
Oh,
You need like a napkin, or are you gonna clean that off? You gonna lick that off? Does your tongue reach all the way around that?
No, she just claps her hands. Her face clears up.
Is that also the brain damage?
Technically, yes.
I guess the brain damage is useful too.
By the way, a friend of yours, she nods toward Elle.
Oh,
Yeah.
looks away
I've
from
met
the
this
horror
woman twice
story
in
of
my
this
life.
Larian.
Sorry, I was talking over you. What?
Yes. That lady is
We'll
our
go.
friend.
Yep, friend of ours.
We'll leave the weird situation of Irene's eating habits. Go over to Elle.
Okay, if she's a friend
Didn't
of
expect
yours,
to see you
then-
here.
Well, I got invited, so
Well,
looking
I
for a
didn't
drink.
super
is
get
the
the impression
tavern.
that you would come, but yeah, have something. What would you like?
What have you got?
It's not
Snapjaw
Amy.
slides
Is it
the
Amy?
menu.
Is it the yeah? Is
Uh,
do we have menus yet? Is Amy the one who's the bartender?
Kalinda is the bartender.
Kalinda. Okay.
She's the one that properly tends the bar. Amy would go around taking orders, while Eileen is mostly in the back cooking.
Gotcha.
You do see
You do know that you have decent mead and pretty decent wine as well.
Eileen said in 3 months she could have some lutefisk ready, whatever that is.
Why would we do that?
Some what? Sorry.
lutefisk. Fermented
Lutefisk.
herring.
Ah,
Why would we do that?
It's apparently a delicacy to some people.
We got ale on the menu. We also got some more affordable wine.
one's boring. I'll take a glass of ale.
You see Iryne slowly begin to use a spoon as glares from the bar continue her way.
I'll be back in about an hour. Ciao. Mwah! And then leave.
There she goes.
I'll rolls her eyes. Eileen would probably be the one to, not Eileen. Amy would probably be the one to grab her drink. Is anybody else having a drink? She will have the money down.
Snapjaw will
immediately.
have
L.
an ale.
Same.
Iryne will also join in with an ale.
Are you all sitting with her right now?
How
Yeah.
much would you say that is?
An ale.
From the actual table, it's 4 CP for a mug. But I don't know if that's what you were doing.
Probably the same.
Okay.
Iryne, with a proper fork and spoon, sits down next to Elle.
Unnecessary.
I have been getting daggers from the kitchen if I do not eat properly. Though I can eat faster without it, I will honor my manners.
I feel like it's not about the fact of eating faster. I think it's just waste every time you shove your face in it, and then you have to clean off most of it without putting it in your mouth.
Principle of the matter.
Well,
I'm working on it.
are y'all wanting something? Because I'm just here for a drink.
I mean,
I'm just over here, honestly. I'm eating.
I just wanted to see if you had anything to talk about.
I mean, yeah, any information further would be appreciated if you have it.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
How'd the fight go?
People died. Caravan was safe. They got back here all right.
You're welcome.
So what's your relationship with this Draxon, since you mentioned him before?
There you go.
He's an acquaintance. Traveled with him and his pacted guy for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Probably no one you met.
I don't remember any guy with a dragon, so.
Can't
You have
tell.
any idea of any of the information he had? Or did he get lost before you could get any of it?
What he reported in was just positional stuff. I'm not an information gatherer in that regard. I'm just more so a scout.
By the way,
Yeah.
you mentioned he was like a dragon, but not. He's not a pseudo dragon, so he's like a color dragon or something. What color is he?
He's a shiny blue.
Okay.
I think they call him like a gem. But like, he used to be bigger.
I've never heard of a dragon made of crystals, but I can believe it.
Used to be bigger.
It's a long story. And it doesn't really have much to do with me, to be honest. I'm not really one to give exposition.
I mean, if it doesn't have anything to do with you, it's probably you weren't present for it, so that sounds fair.
She takes a long gulp of her drink.
Snapjaw will also take a gulp of his drink if it comes around. That is good.
You want some curry, Al?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was really hoping for someone to help you finish that, huh?
I can eat it if you don't want it.
Oh no, I wanted it. I'm getting full.
You getting full?
I made the mistake of not saying when I would be back. So I am on the rope for all of this, or Kalindo will not make me any more curry.
If you want curry, I can make a curry, but I don't know if you're gonna carry grains of rice with you and such. Sounds like the trip's gonna be a while, so you gotta get some smoked meat or something for that. Salted. We could put meat in a barrel with salt. That works. That's a lot of salt.
There's all salt. I will just power through and finish this curry.
Elle calls
You've
for
got
another
this.
drink.
I could do for another drink too.
She, to simplify, she keeps going. But seems relatively unaffected.
So Snaps.
Poison
You want to
resistant.
tell me some of the adventures you did with Elle in that castle?
I did one adventure with her in the castle. It was only ever one time we were in the castle.
I see.
So adventures is not a correct term, but it is an adventure. Really, it's more of a prison break. Prison break? I guess that did happen at some point or another, I think. I kind of passed out for part of it because of an entire situation.
Mhm.
So I wasn't entirely aware of everything that happened at all points. If you wish, you would actually probably want to talk to her about it. For the parts I wasn't able to be present for.
Turns to Elle with a big grin on her face.
She gives you a blank look. Roll me persuasion.
Yeah, because wasn't there like two other people there?
Yeah, there was like 3 people there. 3 other people.
Yeah, tell me about them.
We found the cult. Most of them died. They ran away. We chased them.
Don't
Not
know
really
why
much
I
else to
expected
tell.
more from you.
Was there anyone of interest?
Some guy tried to blow us up with the fireballs. He's dead.
Yeah,
I'm
he was a
pretty
pain
sure.
in the ass. That's good. He was a pain in the ass.
That guy is dead, right, Silver?
That guy's dead.
Okay, yeah.
I appreciate how you had to double.
I had to verify.
That guy is dead. He's dead. He's dead.
All right. He was the one that went with like Blagathicus, isn't he?
Yeah, there was the Lich, and then there was the Fireball guy.
Yeah, the fireball guy is probably paste.
I remember when we ended up actually going in there originally, and Arjun, that's it. It's been a while. Was like flawless. Got us completely through that just by talking to them. It was insane. He flashed around a symbol, said a few funny words, and they were like putty. They were like babbling, croaking, like. And I don't know if they actually knew the layout very well because they kind of kept running us around in circles before they brought us to the office of the guy in charge. That wasn't the splatter something. He splattered all right. And man, that was easy because, well, when you're left in an office with a mage and like 6 people, it becomes very easy to take care of one. And then we just fought our way down the stairs the entire way down. And then it just became an all-out castle invasion.
A lot of people died.
A lot of people did die. I'm gonna miss Skrunkles and Bubble.
Or not second, but third drink is down.
I'll take off 4 more copper.
So it was Snapjaw. It was you, Snapjaw. It was Al. The dude named Arjon.
Ivan. Don't forget Ivan.
Ivan, the asshole gnome.
Hey, he was a good gnome. He was just very blunt. He also kind of, I think, he did contribute to us getting out of there to a degree. And then there was also right, her name wasn't Lily, was it? At that point, it was Rio, I think.
Yeah.
She was a fox. She also had a sword that shot ice. What happened to her, by the way? You guys are traveling together for quite a while. I've seen you were close or something.
She's gone.
Oh, she left?
She just gives you a look.
I don't know. Seriously, tell me. I know she was from their island.
It's nice talking to you. And she's gonna stand up. And for 8, 12, 16 copper.
4 drinks?
And she just puts 2 silver down.
Well, you know what? You take care.
Yeah.
And hey, if we see Draxon, we'll let him know we saw you. And you said, what do you want us to tell him?
Tell him whatever you want.
Well, tell him that you definitely complimented him and didn't call him an ant. I'll workshop it.
I look forward to seeing you again, Miss L.
Don't be a stranger now.
Yeah, what he said.
She glances at you guys and walks out.
Man, I don't know if it was me or, but just she seemed like she was kind of off-footed, like kind of icy a little bit at the end there. Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, just a little bit. You see Iryne with a just ring of curry around her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna
Slides
eat
her a
that?
napkin. I think he broached a sensitive topic, maybe.
What, were they like kissing and they split up or something?
I don't know. I heard, from what Ivan was telling me, things got complicated at one point or another. But you know, I also
Deas.
believe she did. Let's say.
Yeah, Deas and Iryne, roll me history.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Very
Sure.
fair.
Deas as well.
Ooh, that's a nat 20. Oh boy, this is gonna be spicy.
I mean, I think you've got it covered, but for the sake of... think.
Also 18. Okay.
Like how that matches the nat 20.
The name Rio does ring a bell. You would know the name as the Slayer of Cherixin, primarily, which is a really odd title considering the fact that Cherixin is also responsible for fighting Tiamat. You would know her as one of the heroes of Waterdeep, who would have been affiliated with Thomas Scratch. But she had died before she could participate in the battle against the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh, fuck. We brought up her dead girlfriend.
Who? I was thinking about her mechanical arm, sorry.
That Rio lady. She's dead.
Oh!
So
Well,
we made
that
her
sucks.
think of her dead girlfriend.
that sucks now. I'll have to make
It
it up
does.
somehow next time.
Unfortunate it took that long for any of us to remember that.
Very.
So, you guys actually don't, with that same rule, you guys wouldn't really be able to know much about Elle. There seems to be very little information about her.
Well, I guess I can't be that surprised. She seems very private.
She's kind of a loner.
That tracks.
I didn't know her for very long, but I got that impression.
Deas, how could someone slay Cherixin, but Cherixin still be around to, like, crater my village?
Is
Should Cherixin crater your village before?
cratered your village?
No, and from what I remember, the Rio lady died before Tiamat showed up. But Tiamat and Cherixin fighting is what cratered my village.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Resurrection?
Who would want to Cult of the Dragon? Why would they be fighting Tiamat if the cult resurrected Cherixin?
They maybe were trying to resurrect her to get her favor, but then realized they were dealing with the dragon and went, uh-oh.
I can ask Thomas on the boat tomorrow.
He probably does know a lot more.
That sounds like a smart plan.
She slurps down the last of the curry out of the pot.
So much curry. It was kind of
I-
uncomfortable seeing you eat all of that.
I
Imagine
like
she
my
has, like, the freaking, even though she's, like, cleaned it off her face, she probably has all the orange, like, residue of the curry powder and stuff on her. Of, like, the sauce.
She is comically rotund. As she is going to return the pot and then immediately go to her room to pass out in a food coma.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody wishes to do for the rest of tonight?
I was gonna do that light shopping.
What are you looking for?
I was going over Snapjaw mentioned for cream and lotions and all that for I see.
I'd say you'd be able to get some decent stuff for like 2 GP.
Sure.
You know, you're right though, Sylvia.
I didn't want to interrupt, but
No, yeah.
It is 100% the headband.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Headbands are great, but also have the side effect of instantly reminding you of 1,000 other characters.
Mm.
Yeah.
If it's male, Solid Snake. If it's female, Jesse.
Let's see around
And then
there.
about an hour later,
It's like
I come back.
specifically the image of the carry.
That's pretty much it for Cherry.
Okay. Talia.
Nah.
Oh, you know what, Shade? How many rations do I get from the fish?
Early Schlieb.
In terms of rations, how big of a fish would you say you found?
Do we want to roll? I will roll 2d6, and I will multiply it by like 10 or 5. I'll multiply it by 5, and that's how many pounds.
Holy shit!
So
Woo!
I did say multiple fish now.
No,
Okay.
one giant fucking fish.
One 60-pound fish.
60-pounder. Let's go.
Man,
No.
I gave Thomas the third half of that.
We'll see. We got a few. Shave off probably, at least 5 pounds of bones and stuff.
Yeah.
And
5 pounds out of 60. Jeez.
it's probably more than that. We'll say 10.
10 pounds.
So 50
10
pounds of fish and stuff.
How much is a ration? A ration is 2 pounds. Okay, I'll do the math then.
Yeah,
So how many pounds? 50 pounds of fish?
roughly that.
Okay. 25 rations.
I'd say half it, because rations are a little more than just meat. You need to
Dried meat.
get other things for it.
It's also dried meat.
I'll just try it.
It's
And
dried
drying up.
meat, yeah.
And drying
Okay,
up.
so 25 left. 2.5. I'll just go to 12 for that.
Does anybody wish to get themselves rations or anything?
I
How
still
long
have 10
is
on
this
me.
trip? Like, how long is the boat ride?
The boat ride is going to be, I believe about 3 days.
Yeah, okay.
I've got 12 rations. That's probably enough.
Yeah. I think we should be good.
Where'd you go? Journer. Fun fact: we're not even into the first chapter of this episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of deserve this after
After what?
having, after being combat simulator,
That's fine.
having a RP centric episode isn't too bad.
Average salmon has about 12% bones to meat.
Around when would
Oh,
Yeah,
actually, it's
had
only it'll be like 6 pounds. Not bad.
6 pounds of bones?
From or no, wait, no,
Another question: how long does it take to smoke
7 pounds.
50 pounds of fish?
I'll just go ahead and add another, like, 2 rations then, and that's fine.
If you have like multiple fires going, not that long.
Okay, I was curious.
You can smoke overnight, man.
True.
It'll
didn't
probably
think
be
about that,
done
right?
by tomorrow.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I didn't even think about just leaving it
Alright.
overnight. This
I will.
We'll wake up the next morning and try and find Kalinda.
I was gonna say, when was Deas gonna hit?
He's probably just gonna do some, like, light management work, making sure that everything will be fine at the tavern while we're gone, and then just do an early night.
Okay. Deas, in your room, you'll find a little
what?
Final
a
what?
little box with a note.
Oh, a box! He picks up the box. He opens the note.
It's from Cherry. They're thieves' tools. I specifically bought you thieves' tool. You could try them out.
I would have
Here are two
You-
master
you-
locks.
You can try them out.
Here's 2
My door will be
rations.
locked, and then it'll be a lipstick mark.
Oh,
I would have specifically asked to say the fish bones because I know Deas has been going through fish bones for lockpicks.
No, I
appreciated.
specifically bought, and I was talking to Shay, being like, "There's no magical thieves tool. What the fuck?"
You hear
Anyway.
you hear a knock on your door. I had them take these out of the fish for you here.
Oh, thank you. He accepts
Like
them
immediately
as well.
after you opened it.
he
Now
will
the
like,
question
also
is-
accept these.
is Deas going to accept Sherry's invitation?
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's he's gonna graciously accept all these lockpicks that people are.
My lord.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
And I'll say they're a nice pair of like dark metal.
Oh, that's nice. Deas will store his fish bones in the nice lockpick box with the real lockpicks.
They're in the party sheet.
He made sure to boil them for you, so they're nice, pristine fish bones.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that was a lot of work you went through for me.
I just poured water in a pot and put them in there. It
Yeah,
wasn't that much.
So, the effort's appreciated.
You're welcome.
Well, congratulations. Now you have proper thieves' tools. You can now open locks.
Open locks and pick your teeth.
Yeah. And
Alright.
and more fish bones to the thieves' tools name.
All right, so
12%
And then
of fish
Terry like
bones.
waits an hour and then goes, "Well,
That was
Maybe
7
later.
pounds of
And he
fish
goes to
bones
bed.
you got.
Yeah, so many fucking fish bones.
over encumbrance and fishbone."
And fish bones and copper pieces.
Lord. Okay. The night
It's just a
comes
little
to an
guy with a lot of weight.
The next morning, Iryne will find Kalinda, give her a big hug, and say thank you for the curry.
end. No problem, sweetie. Just make sure to be more punctual next time.
I'm sorry, Lavinia had me fighting a rat king in the sewer.
Oh, Rat King. She ruffles her hair.
That makes sense. We have a lizard king after all. Makes sense rats have kings.
No, it's like a rat king's like this thing.
Did you
where
topple a
they-
monarchy?
No. A rat king, according to Lavinia, is when like a bunch of rats get stuck together by their tails.
Ah, okay.
So
Why
I
is it a
had
king
to fight.
then?
I don't know. It's just what she called it. But so it was like 5 giant rats in like a star formation trying to fight me. It was not fun. And then there were 5 other rats that were just normal big rats that I had to fight too. Where she finds these things, I have no idea.
No.
It's a mystery. All right. What time do you guys intend on heading to the actual docks?
What time is it? Would you say now?
What I guess what
6
time?
in
What
the
if you
morning.
guys wanted to get up? I haven't.
I don't know.
time for it.
8?
8 o'clock.
Well, everyone went to bed early, quote unquote. So
Mm-hmm. Early rise, early adventure.
I will set us forward to 22 hours.
I was about to say, did Thomas tell us the time and when the boat was going to leave?
He said in the morning. He probably would have clarified around like 9.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay.
She finished was giving Kalinda a big hug. And then
We'll be sure to hold down the fort.
Yeah,
Appreciate
expect us
it.
to be gone for weeks maximum.
I will not hold my breath.
We'll be gone for an amount of time.
There we go.
There we go. No, I'm just giving you an estimate.
Anyway,
Thank
have
you
a-
for smoking the fish, Ame.
We will maybe be back with more money to make this place even better.
We don't deal in maybes. We will come back with more money.
There we go.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Maybe we can get an extension and actually build like in rooms.
We need to open the business first.
We need to get revenue before we actually have customers.
I mean,
That's
we
it, what,
we
Dave?
had a customer.
Yeah, true.
We
It
did
just
have a
wasn't
customer.
great company.
Well, I'm glad I.
Well, you know, unofficial customer. We don't put that one on the books.
Anyway, get going. Sure you have a busy day ahead of you.
Oh, boat time! Yay!
Nothing like the salt wind in your hair and the breeze also in your hair.
I mean, I could tan, or I could just be under
Snap,
deck.
you don't have any hair.
I said your hair, not mine.
The camera pans back to Snapjaw, who was put on a wig.
A brown wig.
A brown wig.
Like a brown, like luscious wig.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why, but this just feels like me puts on the wig that represents Dial's actual hairstyle from human form.
Yeah. Excellent.
Makes me feel like a pirate.
Yeah.
But like a respectable pirate.
It makes me feel like a real boy.
So
one
like
that
a
doesn't-
pirate sponsored by the government. Like a merchant.
Or like a pirate. Does this pirate lizard man like pop off his tail in danger?
The tail stays on. Tail comes off, you're in trouble.
No. But like, aren't there certain lizard folk who can do that?
Maybe?
Time to find out.
I've been very careful about my tail.
It is a very shiny tail. You take good care of your tail.
I mean, it's not shiny. I'm not that pretentious. It's just a fine tail.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys
I wish
are.
I had a tail.
We're not going down that rabbit hole again.
Anyways.
All right, you guys make your way to the docks. Okay. At which, you would come across the ship that Thomas described as the Lady Polaris. Thomas seems to be waiting for you by the plank that leads up. Upon the ship, there are several people, both passenger and crew. Plenty of crew. It's a decent-sized ship, could easily fit all of you. You do see, from like the lower dock that you guys are on, you'd see a much larger figure than the rest of the mostly humans and one dwarf. This sort of larger, this machine, this being made of metal, very large, much larger than the people. Humanoid in shape, though sort of hunched over, with a single eye on a longer hinged neck. That seems to go underneath the into the ship's underbelly.
He's like attached to the ship?
No, it's just it is an autonomous being. That is
I guess I just got confused about the ship's underbelly thing.
Funky.
It went lower deck.
Oh, okay.
Thomas acknowledges all of you, assuming you approach.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it.
Hello. Yes, we have.
All right.
So, Elle stopped by last
Where's
night.
it? Yeah, so you got it.
We may have brought up her dead girlfriend.
Ah,
Well, I'm glad I missed that.
You didn't tell me that she died. That would have been good to know.
yeah. Wasn't really my place to talk about Rio.
Question though, relating to Rio. I know, like, she's been called the Slayer of Cherixon, and I can attest personally that Cherixon was not dead after Rio died.
As somebody who was there for the event, Trixon did die, but
Wait.
immediately
Wait.
what?
Oh,
That
it
was such a
really wanted.
tease.
It really wanted it.
I'm gonna give it to her. What I was going with anyway. She's like me.
So what I'm hearing is that she did resurrect.
She did the thing that
self-resurrection,
I
yeah.
did. She did the thing that I do when, like, my neck twists backwards, but
Oh,
as a
God.
dragon.
I'm sure. Not exactly the place to have this discussion, I should note.
Yeah, no, sorry. I just
No, wait, where's the
That's fresh.
captain?
Oh, he'll be at the helm. Yeah, looks up. You see a older, dark-skinned gentleman.
just went back, but it
Where's his
No.
name again? I forget. It's been like the beginning of the session.
Captain Davy Chance.
Right, yes. I was
Mhm.
making a joke about that in my mind.
Alright, yeah,
It bows to the captain. Thank you for having us on board, Captain Davy.
He gives you a wave as he's in the middle of a conversation. With two people. Two what appears to be ship guards. One not really speaking much in a sort of orangish half plate mail. The other in a more standard darker leather garb.
Iryne will grab her stuff and float over the side of the ship
Okay.
and onto the deck.
You get onto the ship.
Yeah.
There is going around. There's probably about about 20 or so crew. You would see the different faces of the workers. Mostly humans. There's of course the one dwarf and one middle-aged balding man with glasses, who has a brain with legs on his shoulder.
That's not normal.
Mm.
That's weird.
It is that, yeah. Pretty weird.
Could I roll something to see what that is?
There is roll me. What would it be for these guys? Probably Arcana.
Kinda.
It lagged. Okay, I knew it was happening.
I think Arcana would make the most sense for, like, aberrations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just haven't lagged. There we go.
Leave it deal with Lair Planes as user Arcana.
Of course, the one that
19?
rolled on the.
You'd probably be able to identify that as an intellect devourer.
Oh, good.
Um,
I don't have much left. Keep that thing away from me.
Damn, self-aware.
Generally a sort of hostile creature, but this one seems very passive, comparatively. It's is generally a creature connected to illithids or mind flayers, that replaces the brains of other creatures.
It's in a jar on his shoulder?
Just sitting on his shoulder.
Oh, it's just
hanging
on his
out.
shoulder.
Contained.
Okay.
Iryne will walk.
Why?
Huh.
Is the man
Hello.
a lithid that it's on the shoulder of?
No, it's just a human dude.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
I was told that's an intellect devourer.
Did
I want
Cherry
you to
actually
know
impart that information? Okay.
She would in a question be like an intellect.
I do not have. I want you to know now. I am not very smart, so I would not be very good for it.
Oh, you don't have to worry. Levi here is no threat to anyone. He's
I
a
see.
quite calm little brain, in fact.
I would give him scritches, but I don't want to accidentally damage him.
Latches onto your hand. It's like,
Levi sort of bends down a little bit.
She'll give him a pat very lightly. Nice to meet you, Levi.
It sort of shakes.
Well, that's good to know. Where
actually,
are my manners? I am Iryne.
Ah.
A Valkyrie.
My name is Ivan Kramer. A pleasure to meet you, Iryne.
She will hold out her hand.
He will shake it. I am the inventor of this here arcane engine that powers this ship.
It is very out of this world. I have not really seen anything like it.
Hmm.
I would hope not. It's the first of its kind.
So, from what Mr. Thomas was telling us, this thing will make us zoom through the water.
At a relative speed, though we are in the testing phases, so we do not want to make things break.
Yeah.
You want some explosions, but not a big one.
Precisely.
I get explosions. My buddy Deas is even better with explosions.
I and Miss Chance will be below deck most of the time, tending to the engine to make sure that it does not, in fact, explode.
I see. Hey, Deas!
Yeah?
This guy does explosions too. Come and meet him.
Above
Come and
him,
meet
are
him.
engines something that exists in general, in any capacity?
The term engine is not a
What's
common
your
one.
Arcana?
Roll me a, especially in this case, roll me Arcana.
Okay.
Can I have Iryne roll religion to see if she had come across infernal machines in her teaching?
no.
I mean, sure.
But do infernal machines run like an engine?
Oh my.
I mean, they have a soul engine of
Fair.
a sort. 24. Okay. The way that he mentions it seems to be sort of a some kind of mechanical device, of course. That takes a form of input in this place. some kind of magical input. Hard to say without any idea. As far as like the term engine goes, it's mostly used by like artificers and other people of similar dispositions. Most of those things are kind of in development in like Waterdeep and Neverwinter, but they're rarely put to test, especially nowadays.
Okay. A little more theoretical than the stuff Deas usually does, but
Yes.
he's interested. He's been like listening to Iryne and the guys' conversation. Yeah, he does explosions. Just it sounds like yours are kind of on a larger scale than mine.
Oh yes. To propel a ship, you would need quite the arcane combustion. Anyway, much work to do.
So we're sailing with bombs?
He has already walked away.
Deas does the like so hand motion, like
There's also a you would also see a Fearbolg among the crew.
Oh wow, you're big.
What a collective
Are
crew.
they?
They're,
Fearbolg, they're pretty big.
Fearbolg or yeah, they're giantkin.
Yeah.
It could be a small one.
Yeah.
Even small ones would be like.
It's
I think on average they're 7 foot from memory.
Comparatively. This Fearbolg is probably taller. More like brown furred, and skinned Fearbolg. They particularly, as you see them, are climbing to the crow's nest.
All right. So me and Cherry are gonna bunk, right?
I mean, if we want.
How many rooms?
I was about to say it might just be one big sleep area.
That's mostly for the crew. We do have set areas. I believe we're sharing with a fair few other people, though. As you do see a good collection of non-crew people, including a tiefling in sort of darker priest-like vestments, who is mostly sticking to the front of the ship. Seemingly like babbling prayers to himself constantly. As well a human noble looking woman. Doesn't look Waterdavian. As well, there is a elven, what kind of looks like a mage. There are 2 kobolds accompanying this mage, as well as a very tall, plate armored human, maybe. Hard to tell. Their faces covered.
I was hoping you were gonna say ice frog.
Ice frog, yeah.
I was hoping we were gonna get what's their face back for a little bit.
There's another elf, a few humans, and a half-orc.
Iryne will go up and introduce herself.
You are a little bit faded.
Iryne will go up and enthusiastically introduce herself to all of them.
Who do you start with?
The person with the kobolds.
Okay.
And then she'll just go down the line.
Approaching the kobolds. They seem a little jumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me perception. Okay. You get the sense that the kobolds are looking out for something, and you approaching even without making your normal amount of noise seem to make them jump.
Okay. Hello. I mean, she's going up to these people, but she's saying hello to the. I assume they're all in like a general area.
Yeah. Not all the others are like of like the passengers are necessarily sticking together. Thomas probably would be conversing with the captain currently.
Mm-hmm. She thaumaturgies herself and goes, "Hello, everyone. I am Iryne, the Valkyrie. It is a pleasure to meet you all. If you need anything, hit. I am here to help hit things."
You hear the mage, the elven mage speak up. Can you turn your voice down, please?
I can. She still is thaumaturgying.
He rolls his eyes and walks away. The kobolds and the armored knight following.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to turn it off.
Still set the thaumaturgy on.
No. She turned it off. When she
Sorry!
said that.
I forgot to turn it on.
Sorry about that. I forgot to turn it off.
But yeah, while she was doing that, I was gonna to the noble.
The noble?
Does anyone respond other than the mage walking away?
You get looks, but otherwise people generally keep to themselves or continue doing the work for the dock workers.
I see. She walks back to Deas, slightly sad.
Oh, honey.
I wanted to make friends.
Maybe go at them one at a time next time.
The new parent group, DS, slightly Snapjaw and Cherry.
Snapjaw was gonna go talk to the captain.
Okay.
But Cherry was talking to someone first.
Yeah, talk to the noble.
The noble? Yeah, it is a noble woman. Probably like in her late 40s. Hair tied up into a bun. I did miss somebody. I'll get to them after they're generally staying to themselves.
Cherry's wearing more of a sundress there.
You are cutting out a lot, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I was saying Cherry's wearing more of a sundress and hat combo right now.
Noted.
I'm ready for ocean.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ready
hello.
for the ocean.
Hello. Just greeting the other travelers on here. Just noticing your regal stature. You know, the common folk.
I am Judy of House Mossgrove, and I'm from Neverwinter.
Oh, Neverwinter. I've been there at least once or twice.
I'm returning there. An interesting bunch we have here.
Yeah, yes, we do. Well, if you do need any companion or sorry, having a moment. Anyone to talk to on this travel, I am glad to talk. The name's Cherry.
A pleasure to meet
I'll
you.
hold my hand out in a not like a handshake, but in like a dainty way to.
She shakes your hand.
Yeah. I just mean not like a firm grasp, it's like gently holding it out.
Her
Well,
eyes seem to
hopefully this-
dart to the top of the, or to the helm. Um. Anyway, I should get below deck.
Understood.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hopefully this trip will go well. After she looked and and she turned, she was looking at.
You would see the captain.
Makes sense.
All right.
Neverwinter.
Snapjaw.
Mm-hmm.
You approach the captain. You see the man who appears to be have only one leg, the other one replaced with a sort of peg leg.
Okay.
Thomas is currently conversing with them, sort of discussing the sort of the expectations of the trip.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you continue real quick.
Among them are the two aforementioned human males that I had mentioned. The one wearing glasses and the orangish half-plate armor, sort of looking off to sea. The other, sort of engaging in the conversation, but finding that the talking with the two who you would gather to be the smarter people on the level, a little hard.
Okay. Hello, Captain Davy. I hope I'm not interrupting anything major.
Hello. You are Snapjaw, yeah?
Yes, that is me.
Yeah.
I had a
David
question
Chance.
about. No worries. I had a question, Davy Chance, about the waters, how well you knew them. I want to know if at any point during the trip I was able to fish off to the side and what I might expect on some of the areas we're going through. Feel free to share, of course, anything I catch.
Well,
For the cook or whatnot.
we're gonna want to be a little careful. There have been recent reports of Sahuagin getting a little more antsy in the area, as well as Wastrolith, I believe it's called.
What's that?
1 second. It's a water-based demon.
Okay.
They're tough. If we ever come across one of those, I'm sure we can handle it.
Yeah, we have someone who's specialized in killing demons, actually, so I think we're pretty good.
That's good. Well,
You heard them introduce themselves.
anything else you needed, or?
No, I just wanted to make sure if it was okay for me to fish at any point.
Just
Or there's like an area I should fish at or anything.
keep a keen eye on the water. Stay out of the crewman's ways.
Alrighty.
Should be
By the way,
golden.
I'm sorry. I was gonna ask, what were you guys talking about, by the way? I heard something about the trip.
Oh, we were mostly just talking about how the weather's going to fare.
How is the weather gonna fare?
Things could be unexpected, but it should be clear skies for the most part.
Okay, that's good.
I've heard tale of a dragon turtle, though, getting a little closer to the coast. But if we're lucky, we should be able to avoid that.
Alright.
If it gets too stormy, then there might be greater risk of it.
Okay.
Well, the water should be relatively clear if the weather stays fine. I've already warned him about the potential storms near the Tower of Storms.
Yeah, I suppose that is a very apt name, eh?
Yeah. The storm god tends to be a little rude.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and let you get back to it. When we set off, I guess I'll start fishing at some point or another when it seems like a good opportunity. As long as the skies are clear. Though I suppose if it's rainy and not like storming, the opportunity for fish may be a bit better.
All right. Well, we'll be setting sail in a few, maybe 20 more minutes.
Alrighty.
I've just been given a very bad but good idea.
Oh no.
What is
Can only go well.
I'll just real quick, if Cherry's like no one approaches Cherry for about a minute or two, she'll use her contact and be very real quick, being like, noble lady, name blank blank, any information. That's pretty much it. In a basic description of her.
After a few minutes, you would see in the mirror, Lady Judy Mossgrove, Neverwinter nobility, smaller family, no heirs currently. Has a history with one Captain Davy Chance. Little is known beyond this.
Okay, got it. I see. Clicks the compact and goes back to everyone else.
Is there anything else that anybody, anything else that anyone wishes to do?
No, just chilling, just acquiring sea legs before it starts really moving.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Deas, have you ever gone fishing before?
I can't say I have.
I got a spare fishing rod if you wanna.
Sure, I don't really have anything else to pass the time with.
Alright.
Snapjaw, can you teach me how to spearfish?
I don't think you'll get the spear back, unfortunately, when we're going fast.
No,
Or
that's
at
why I have
all.
a rope. That's why I have a rope and I tie it to my leg.
Like,
Do you know how to
really
swim?
thought that through.
I have a ring that'll help me swim.
Under the boat will go that fast. I wonder how fast does this boat go?
Honey, tied to the boat, not to you. The boat won't move.
Well, if you tied it to your leg, you could just pull it back anyway. You wouldn't have to get in the water, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, from what I've heard, actually, there's like these water demons that might show up at some point, as well as Sahagin. It's something about Dragon Turtle too. So if you catch one of those, you might get yanked off to the side. Actually.
Hold on.
Wow.
There's a water demon I can fight?
Maybe chances, especially if it's like storming.
Hells yeah.
You
You
hear
see
from
her
one of
eyes.
the dock workers, just a regular looking dude. Oh boy, do I hope not.
You see her eyes light up, like actually light up, when you tell her about the water demon.
Well, your eyes are doing a thing. Did they do that? They didn't do that before.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, when I would catch on fire, they would glow. But you can't
I
really
guess
tell.
I never looked you directly in the face when you caught yourself on fire.
Same.
Yeah, I mean the
I'm
fire is
usually in the back.
like very glowy as well, so it's kind of hard to tell.
And most of the time when you're on fire, something was either like all around you, or
Yeah, like when my hair starts flowing up and my skin starts going all bronzy.
no, I meant
Yeah.
creatures. But yeah, that. That too, I guess.
It's It's kind of hard to look me in the eyes when there's fire everywhere.
It's kind of hard to look you in the eyes when there's a giant wolf trying to eat you.
That's true.
Deas and Iryne,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'd probably notice, like every little bit, as the ship gets ready to set sail, there are eyes on Thomas. A few of the passengers seem to catch his gaze every once in a while, even while he seems to be minding his own business.
Man, he
Or
really
like
does.
vibe check by like the nature of their attention.
Roll me insight.
Thomas is a nice fella. I don't know why
What is-
people.
Twinsies.
What is with you guys rolling the same?
So many 18s.
Uh,
Well,
Why
he
do
does
people
have
hate
a rather
Thomas?
infamous nickname.
Yeah. But he's a really
Uh,
nice fella. I don't know why people don't like him.
you get a sense of wariness, but also intent. But you're not sure what.
Hmm. Is it? You said it's just kind of a lot of people in general, or is it like a key few people?
A key few people, none of the dock workers.
Okay.
One of which is the Elven Mage.
Hmm.
The mage fails the vibe check. Deas.
What's it? What?
Oh. Deas will speak like kind of quietly, you know, like privately amongst them. We've noticed some people giving Thomas looks.
Like who? What? Where?
He like mage.
Like turns
He's
around,
just
fully
running.
turns around, looks over his shoulder.
Like the mage keeps giving him these dirty looks.
He makes direct eye contact with the mage as she's saying that, just scanning the crowd to find him.
The mage notices you
Wiggles.
looking at him, just like
It's like
Rear-
a
rears his
dog.
head back, like-
Dog hears the noise and just like looking over you.
he just shakes his head, wondering why you're looking at him.
he looks to Iryne, points like a thumb over at him, and there's like, what? That guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Deas like snorts. He's just like.
The one who complained I was too loud. Yes,
You were loud.
that was very loud. Yes.
The mage, keeping your eye contact, pulls a book out and slowly looks down to it and goes to walk away.
Like he made it very obvious show. It was like, wait, you talking about that guy as he stopped making eye contact to him to look at Iryne. Like very
Yeah.
visible, point thumb over shoulder at him.
Yes. Yeah, him.
Alright, who else? Failed a vibe check? Vibe check.
Vibe
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, it was something I learned from Gerald.
Is it like the vibrations check?
No, he said like people have vibes that they give off.
Like their
Like-
intent.
Yeah.
Like, you've been doing like merchant stuff recently, right? Like, if you
Yeah.
meet somebody and you're like, you just feel like there'll be a bad deal or a good deal.
Oh.
Yeah, if you think it's gonna be a bad deal when you first meet them, they have bad vibes.
Hmm.
What a useful piece of dichotomy you guys have here. Alright. Vibe check. Okay, I gotta write that one down in the business book.
Makes more sense to me.
But
Alright, who else has bad vibes?
Sorry.
Shade.
Yeah, who else do we discern had failed the vibe check?
Roll me an active perception check.
Gasp.
All right. Should I do it too?
20 total.
See, I would never.
You gonna join
Snap.
us?
Yeah.
Join us,
Go
Talia?
ahead. Go ahead. Why not?
Okay. One moment.
No,
Memento.
no.
You said
No,
a perception check?
I was literally
Perception,
about
yes.
to say I would not be very good at these.
You'd not be very good at vibe
Okay.
checks.
I have never been able to read people.
I
and
missed the
think
19 on the
that's-
vibe check.
Okay, you're still learning.
Deas. Well, actually, Snapjaw, you would be able to tell that the one of the kobolds seemed to keep an eye on him. A soldier-like human that seems to hide his face a little bit. Also has his eyes out. Deas, you'd be able to tell that's the both kobolds are in fact keeping an eye out. As is a sort of sun hat wearing archer of some kind.
So he's gonna because the kobolds are near the mage from memory. Just look at the one kobold, and just mouth no, like saying no to a dog who's done something bad, but mouth it no.
The kobold tilts his head.
No, shakes his head. No. If he catches him looking at Thomas.
No.
No.
See a snarl, looking as if you offended him. And
Snapjaw just turns into the big Doberman protecting its owner.
the kobold
The
looks
kobold-
ready.
Ah,
Kobold
damn it.
looks
I
to,
rolled over.
Snapjaw's left. Iryne is also making a snarling face back at it.
Now, in fairness,
boy.
it is a kobold.
It puts his face in his
Here's a
hand.
kobold.
1 sec.
Jesus.
Big Snapjaw is spooky with a 2 on that roll.
Iryne is absolutely terrifying.
Iryne is a demon.
Iryne is a demon.
It's like
Yeah,
That's the
that's
devil.
She has her eyes glowing and her slasher grin as she's this points to as she's also mouthing no.
I like to imagine it's just big Snapjaw and he's like, ugh. But it's just terrifying, not on fire, but on fire Iryne behind him. The actual scary one. It's like Naruto's mom.
Fucking,
Yes.
the
that one
kobold
scene from Fairy Tale.
pulls his head back, eyes wide, points. And
Is he
runs away.
okay?
Runs to the front of the ship.
Did he fail the vibe check?
Yes.
Oh my god. Vibe check has a very powerful aura behind it.
I think he's just completely scared of you because you're a bigger lizard than him.
Oh, I passed the vibe check.
At this point,
I think we're veering away from the meaning of a vibe check.
vibe check means whatever the vibe check needs to mean.
It is true. I've appreciated tonight.
At this rate, Thomas, looking oddly at the kobold that is running away, approaches you guys, and would you say you guys are by the edge of the ship if Snapjaw was getting ready to fish?
Yeah, it's either the front or edge or somewhere.
Okay.
Probably in the back. Oh wait, no. There's the engine on the back. I was gonna say if it was a normal boat, you could fish off the back and then not have to worry about the boat messing up the line.
With the engine, that is not a good idea.
Yeah. So probably one of the sides.
He'd lean forward, sort of glance at you guys. Pretty decent day to
Thomas.
set sail, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have another fishing pole. I don't know if you have anything. Keep yourself busy.
Nah, I'm fine. I'll be
By
going
the way,
below
did
deck
you
pretty
know
soon.
that? Okay.
Did you know that there's a business term called a vibe check?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
an important term to
The
know.
Yeah.
The mage was majorly failing the vibe check. He was giving you like dirty looks and was
You
talking
noticed
to
too, huh?
kobolds. Oh,
Hmm.
me and Snapjaw scared the ever living shit out of that kobold.
I mean, he snarled at me. I had to just look back at him and like, no.
It was 100%. It was 100% Snapjaw.
I mean, I feel like mine was more of a self-defense of a smaller lizard looking at me like it was a bigger threat. So
Anyone who was looking at them would have seen Iryne make the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got an interesting group of people. We got a noble lady who had connections to the captain.
Oh.
That mage is Broly Wayland. Decently prolific. Comes from further east. Not sure what he's doing here though. Doesn't have a great reputation. There's a band of brigands there.
Wait a minute.
Got a bad feel about them.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
wow, it really keeps wanting to roll those 20s, doesn't it?
He's a Thayan.
A what?
He's a Thayan.
Not a.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard from the east.
Because he's a wizard from
He
the
is a
east,
wizard.
That doesn't mean he's a Thayan.
He has a shady reputation. That sounds like.
Well, he could
Very
just also
much
be
like-
an asshole, honey.
He
I
comes
think
I'm
from-
gonna roll this for
qualifiers.
myself based off of Snapjaw's experience. He's not bald or have tattoos. Was he wearing like a wig? Was he wearing a hood or anything?
Was he wearing a wig?
I'm
There's
sorry, the
there's a whole-
Snapjaw wearing a
dial.
wig came into mind, and I had to say it.
This turns into an Oriental Express, and he's dead. And we're like, it was a wig the whole time.
He's got like decently short hair. Seems to be balding.
But he's not bald.
But he's not bald.
He's
No,
not
they're-
Thayan.
they're-
Shave.
He's not.
He would have
Thayan
tattoos
bald.
on his head,
No,
and he would be bald if he was Thayan.
I mean,
The fireball guy was actually that. Thinking about it.
Thayan and Red Wizard are not necessarily the same thing, but I'm pretty sure he comes from Silvery Moon. Anyway, keep an eye out.
His head is very silvery, like a moon.
He still has hair.
Well, yeah, just keep an eye out.
Yeah,
Ship is
didn't
departing.
seem
It'll be
didn't seem very happy to see you. You're a very decent fella, so I don't know why people don't like you as much.
The title.
I have a reputation, but if I've got the attention of somebody from Silvery Moon, that's concerning.
I have a lot
Yeah.
of people's attention.
I've noticed. It wouldn't do me a favor. Watch my back for me.
Already on it.
I am fishing right now, but I will do so after.
Iryne staring at his back.
Well, 100%. I mean, that's what she pulls Thomas aside. I
Are
scared.
we getting close, by the way?
It was.
Yep.
It wasn't Snapjaw who scared the kobold. I gave him one of my fighting grins, and he kind of just screamed.
Actually,
I like how
staring at
really-
Thomas's back. By the way, he does have a sword.
I see. So
Hopefully my truth.
we have been telling the kobolds that spying on you is a no-no.
Be careful with what information you give out.
I just told him no.
Yeah.
It also works. Anyway, so as the ship sets sail, a rather smooth journey as compared to what normally would come from a ship of this size. Doesn't seem to rock nearly as much, seemingly having some kind of stabilizer built into it.
It's a trireme.
I think, as we begin the journey on, or the voyage of the Lady Polaris, that's where we're gonna end this for this week.
Woo!
Alrighty.
This will totally turn into an Oriental Express. Someone's gonna die tomorrow.
Exactly.
Tomorrow.
Well, as in, like, we'll wake up and there'll be a dead body.
I can't believe I've already killed off Thomas. Wow.
There he goes.
Got R for Thomas
And
to
not,
kill them all.
not one of those many eccentric people that we totally know all their names of.
I can't believe that we're playing the murder of Sonic. Thomas Scratch.
I was gonna, yeah.
I do in fact
no,
have
it
names
was-
for almost everybody on this ship.
Oh no, it was. Who was that person?
There is a whole thing about this ship that I'm hoping that people catch up on.
The Lady
Anyway.
Polaris.
I mean, there's something. Anyway, we will be back next week with some more Dunt. This campaign should be decently like long going. I see it going for like 10 or so sessions.
I mean, we haven't even
Okay.
hit technically the beginning.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the beginning. I just kind of wrote things, man. And
We are the
what you guys
end
actually
of
do
the
is it
beginning.
will depend on the actual like progression. Anyway, we are going to head out. If anyone has any like final words to say. No?
Fish.
Fish.
Have fun. Party hard.
Well, not too hard.
Oh,
And fish.
and fish.
And
So have a wonderful whenever you're watching this. Bye bye.
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 Oh yeah, that's right.